Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
World
You
champs.
said
You are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are going to have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're going to have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
You like, I try to downplay it like the mad vacating, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood? Man can't even like. If they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it. You get me?
World champions.
the champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
And Chelsea aren't world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Yes, people. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Here's me thinking I weren't going to be live today, and then Chelsea just said, nope, fuck that is 2 bombers or bombers dropping near enough at the same time to each other. But we're here. First off, before we do anything, we got to shout out the sponsors every single time. Big up to Jerseys FC. Check them out. Link is in the description below. 20% off all kits. Use the code CarefreeLewisG at discount. You already know what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all of you lot. Who's in here? Big up to Brendan. Big up Harry. We might have that intro for a bit longer. If you know, you know. If you check the last video. Which basically is pointless now because there was a tier 1 source that came out and said Spurs have no interest in Jackson. So I did the whole video for no fucking reason. But whatever. Big up to Gunner, my G. Hope you're good, man. Hope you're good. Big up Jabbo. What a fucking window it's starting to look like. It's starting, but we'll get into it. Big up to Namaya. Big up to Ahmed. Big up to Hove. Big up to JC. Big up to Banjo. Big up to Josh. Who else is in here, man? Big up to Gravity. Big up to Reaper, my G. I know you're enjoying this one. Not only is Neto potentially leaving, he might potentially be going to the manager you hate the most. I don't get it. I don't get it, but whatever. I ain't going to ask too many questions, you know. Big up Brendan. Big up Maldini. Big up Brett. This was literally the vibe. I saw the Chavarria thing drop and I thought, I'll wait till the Here We Go actually comes. Then I see like the Pedro Man City are actually talking to fucking Pedro Neto. Alright, cool. We'll go live. It don't even need to be a long live stream like that, but this is worth just going live and talking to the community about. So big up to all of you lot though. 300 plus in the building, and I only set this up 20 minutes ago. You man are real ones. Every single one of you. Big up Namaya. Big up Ramen. Who else is in here? Big up Fuzzbrain. Big up Nilesh. Big up Tyreek. Big up Gabby. Big up Jordan. We all the tribal chief, but big up you, my guy. Big up Jay. Big up Nelks. Big up Ahmed. Big up Ignatius. Mumsy, Natalie, who else is in here? Coney, Reese, Dave. Big up all you lot. Big up, man. You know, I always got to say hi to the community. It would be rude not to. You know them ones. Big up, though, man. Big up SportsWire. Always good to see you in here, man. Look, Semenyo, I get, but like Neto, I haven't got a fucking clue why they're looking at him, man. This dropped out of nowhere, mate. All right, before I do this, let me go through the super chats as well. Big up to the real me saying 60 million, please, and thank you. Now shake your hand there, mate. Let me shake your hand quick. Big up to the real me CFC again, saying his useless spam crosses might actually pay off with Haaland up top, but get him out. And shout out to Maresca, man. Shout out the world champion Gaffer. You might be saving us one more time, man. You said your news source Etihad Intel said no contact between clubs. How reputable is that? Because I don't really think Fabrizio would jump the gun on this one. He jumps the gun more on here we goes. But this is the first we're hearing of genuine Man City contact with Neto, or like any club. Because all we've heard throughout the summer is that clubs are showing interest in him, but nobody's really like made the first step. I can't believe that Man City are the first club to make this step. Because why? You play possession-based football. He don't suit you lot. He didn't even suit us. And like, why? I don't get it. I know, like, the talent ID is looking fucking booky right now. But the one thing that I thought with Man City is, like, even Pep, I don't think, went and got, like, direct players that he was asking for. He was asking for profiles. Like, this is the profile that the sporting directors were thinking of? Really? Direct contact with Pedro Neto's camp as talks start over a possible move. Neto among the targets if Savić goes to Spurs, while he's also understood to be on Tottenham's list as a backup option. We've also heard Liverpool have interest. We've heard Juventus have interest and Saudi clubs. This is the first one to do. Man said LB's head's gone. I'll bring his stream up in a little bit. I want to get the first reaction to that. Let me know if any other City brothers are gone live, because I'm happy to do reactions and all of that. This is so out of nowhere. It's thrown me the fuck off. Yeah, look, if this is Enzo Maresca, you do you, mate. You do you. I'm not asking any questions. Just please get this done. Don't tease us. Pause. Go put some money down, and like, this will probably be cheaper than a lot of the other main left wing options that are out there, because the market is fucking garbage. But with the state of the market as well, I'm sorry, I am asking for around 60, 65, something like that, maybe a little bit higher. I'm going to see how much we can fleece from them if I'm Chelsea. Because, like, bro, you're seeing everyone and their nan going for around 100, 120, 130 million. Why would you not try and maximize this if they're genuinely serious? And like, I've just seen this Pies tweet as well, saying Pedro Neto is seen as an important part of Xabi Alonso's squad for next season, so the price tag will be key for any potential moves. Fucking mad. That says to me 70 mil. Something around 70 mil. That will do me. Imagine you get profit. Imagine you get a profit on what you originally got for him. Oh, shit. Yo, you just reminded me. Because we spoke in the last stream about this update that we got on Hugo Viana. And I didn't really think there was a lot to, like, take from this, but suddenly now we're in direct talks with Neto's camp the day after. Here's me thinking this was just about Malo Gusto, because Enzo and Neto made fuck all sense. No, it was about fucking Neto, the one out of those three names that don't make a lick of sense. Ain't no smoke without fire, man. This will do. Feel free to talk to us about Malo Gusto as well while you're at it. Like, no complaints over here. We'll do you a little deal. You buy Pedro Neto for 70 million, we might shave 10 or 50 million off the Gusto transfer. Something like that. That will do. But if this isn't just an indictment on how disgusting the left-wing market is, then boy, I don't know what is. I'm so glad we're able to get Morgan Rogers and just like X out of all of those horrible or inconsistent or question marks that are around the left-wing market. Everybody's overpriced and nobody is worth the amount that they're going for in this summer. So you know what? I'm glad we got Morgan Rogers and we overpaid for him. That will do me. You lot can now overpay for Pedro Neto. That's fine. That is fine by me, man. How old is he? I think Neto's like 27 now. No, he might be a bit lower than that. He might be like 26. He's 26 years old. 26 years old. How much would you sell him for, chat? Give me a number. I want to see what like the average is. Let me know how much you guys would sell Pedro Neto to Man City for. Or what do you think like would be the best you think you can get from them? Let me know, man. Big up, Jimmy. I see you in the chat. Oh, no, that's not that. 65, 75. Okay, we've got quite a few 75. Man, was saying 65. Maldini saying 65 as well. 90, you're mocking it. You're straight mocking it. A source said City's first bid would be 81 mil. Who the fuck reported that? Who the hell reported that? I don't see like a specific source that's saying it. It's just one Twitter page. Foot Mercato. I'd hear more of that for like Italian links, but not really like English links. All right, so we're basically between 65 and 75 million. Around 60 to 70 was what I was thinking about. And honestly, anything you get within that range, I don't care about. I just don't think you need to be looking at Neto and thinking, get your money back. I think you can get a bit more than that just because of how dumb the market's moving. And it says 65. Look, I don't mind that. I'm fine with that shit. I'm not here demanding a high valuation for him. I don't even fucking rate him like that, you know? I want to see what we can get away with, if anything. Is there another Pies tweet? Okay. What's this? Manchester City really like Neto and they see him as an ideal opportunity. Maresca also a big factor as they were together at Chelsea. Fuck. Oh my gosh, they all want him. Oh my gosh. What? Yeah, Jimmy, I hear you, man. So it's all of them. Maresca's a big factor because they're together at Chelsea. Man City like Neto, that means the sporting directors are with it as well. They see him as an ideal opportunity. Eventually, if Savić doesn't happen at Spurs, he could also become an option at Spurs. So, like, we're going to hear updates on Neto as the weeks go. Because if you lot, I'm looking at you, mate. If you don't do your job and get yourself Savić, you're going to be coming over here to do business. You might have escaped the Nicholas Jackson links. Fair enough to you for that. You might not be escaping the Pedro Neto ones. But honestly, like, in terms of, like, how it would work, I would rather him go to Man City because I know it wouldn't work there. But I don't know how possession... Like, you've seen it. You've seen it week in and week out. So I don't get... We brought him to Chelsea. He played weekly at Chelsea in a possession system and he was garbage. Well, he had his moments, of course. Shout out Club World Cup Neto. We ain't going to forget that one. Fair play, that was good. He had his moments, but he was overall frustrating as a motherfucker. Let's call it what it is. Frustrating as hell. Between just the cross spamming and all the jinx. Look at me, I beat my man. Now I'm going to go beat my man again. Now I'm going to beat my man again. Daily bomber. Fucking hell, it's all dropping today. Yeesh. Huh? This shit just means more to me, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? So they were lying to us. Oh, thank God. Oh, mate. No, Jardel, I'm the same thing. Don't play with my emotions like this, man. It's been a difficult month. Don't play with my emotions, man. What do you mean? Oh, thank God. Yo, somebody be dumb enough. Somebody be dumb enough to go and put anything down on Tosin, I beg. I'd come to terms with the fact that this guy was going to survive another summer. Maybe not. I had a feeling all of those reports about Alonso liking him and stuff like that, I felt it was just for the sake of like just keeping his rep intact or like whatever's remaining of it. Because if you put out there that they want to sell Tosin, they don't rate Tosin, maybe it just lowers the valuation a little bit. Or what? Again, whatever valuation he's got. Daly's previous tweet. Oh, for sure, a busy August. Yeah, it fucking feels like it. We know that anyway. Bless for the update, but we kind of knew that anyway. Because like, look how much outgoings we got to bring out, and then after that, we still want to bring in another centre back. We still got to get Chavarria sorted, and then we're looking for at least one midfielder, a second if Enzo finds a club. But yo, this one might have hit me more than the Neto news. Yeah, shit, maybe. Yeah, the stuff about August, it don't really hit me too much. We kind of already knew that. Kind of already did. But Tosin leaving as well. What an hour. I don't know where he's going. I don't care where he's going. Like, whatever club takes him, that's your problem. But maybe this just means, like, someone out there, I don't know who, I don't know why, but they're interested in him. Could even be a promoted side or some shit. Pies. All right, we got Pies. We got a Pies tweet now. Yeah, shit. Oh, basically the same thing. Chalaba's leaving to Como. Badiashile is leaving, and I think also Tosin is leaving. The centre-back clear-out that we wanted could be in front of our eyes right now, as we speak. Yeah, you, man, Liam Delap, you know what it is. Go find a club. You got enough interest for you already. And your agent's talking to clubs, so you're already thinking about it. Newcastle, pull up. Everton, pull up. Forest, pull up. Who else was interested? Leeds, I think. Leeds were interested. And one other club. Hurry up. Hurry up. Get it done. No. Disasi is more likely going to Palace. Palace view him as their #1 Lacroix replacement. So it looks more likely he'll go there. He's keeping West Ham on the side. He's like, look, if I can't get like the clubs I'm after, like the European sides or teams in Europe, then I'll go West Ham. But he don't want to drop down to the Championship. Palace are in Europa, though. They got a good chance of being in champs next season. So I could see that being a matter of time, as long as like we don't demand anything crazy for him, which I don't think we will. We just want to get the Sassy gone. Get his ass off the books ASAP. Not liking what, man? Go get Savić sorted and you'll be all right, E. Come on, man. You know what it is. Thank God I needed this, because when I saw that Ornstein tweet about Bruno G, it was just looking a bit depressing still. Who's going to replace Neto's GA? Grr. God, no. One of these lot. You're not going to get any of them. You did have some interest in Delap. I heard a few months ago. That was a Simon Phillips one. Daily again. Oh, no, the Daily. Come on, man. Don't threaten me with another good time. Max on his private. Max said one of his sources told him that Tosin, he heard from someone close to Tosin that he hasn't been told to leave. Maybe he hasn't been told to leave, but he's listening to new offers or something. Or like maybe Chelsea are listening to offers. And Pep Chavarria, he says, keep an eye on Pep Chavarria any minute, as he exclusively reported early in the week Chelsea sent a new proposal. The here we go is imminent. Well, I'm glad that this shit is over with as well. I want to say that one first. Thank God this shit's over and done with. Because this was a saga that did not need to drag out for as long as it did. Rayo took the piss. We took the piss a little bit with the first offer. But I think Rayo violates even more. I don't think we would have paid 40 million. Let's hope we didn't pay anything crazy, but again, I don't really care. Like, this is clearly Jabi Alonso's #1 target for the left back or left wing back position. So just get it done. Get it done. The season's going to start in 3 weeks. Let's not drag this any longer than we already are dragging this on for. We need just incomings in ASAP. Outgoing. Fucking again. All right, well, what's he got now? Yeah, so he's basically clarified what Alistair Gold said. Nothing close or imminent in regards to Jackson and Tottenham. Don't forget interest from Aston Villa. So yeah, I made that video for basically no reason a few hours ago. The only relevant thing about that entire video was the Club World Cup discussion. And all that was just rival fans saying, oh, so here's a tin pot trophy then. No, motherfuckers, there's still going to be another Club World Cup because Infantino's going to get the boot next year when the FIFA elections come into play. He's going to get booted out. And then whoever comes in will keep the 2029 World Cup going because then no one will have a reason to boycott. The end. The end. But you lot can push it further back if you want. We're going to have that badge for a little bit longer still. But yeah, nothing imminent in terms of Jackson to Tottenham. Aston Villa are always around because they fancy Jackson for years. And yeah, that's all we've got really on Jackson. Did you see that Forest wants Reinders? Maybe City come back in for Enzo. There's no way it would be Reinders out and Enzo in. Not a chance. I don't think that would be the case. It would only be if Rodri leaves. And even then, I think you'd be more likely to see City turn for a Bruno G or a Wharton. Like, I'm surprised their name hasn't been in the mix for those two players a lot more. That don't make sense to me. Like, Enzo's a great midfielder. Don't get it twisted. I don't think he's as shit as a lot of people think he is. But like, I think Wharton or Bruno G would be a bit of a better profile for you if you're looking for like a Rodri replacement. Like, the fuck? I said Haaland gonna love Neto. Yeah, look, some of those crosses might actually find somebody, but like, he's still gonna frustrate them overall. We all know this. I don't even think you're saying it. You're saying it in terms of like it's an overall good thing. It's just there'll be some good things Neto can bring to them. He'll get them the odd cross. He'll get them a decent amount of GA, but this ain't no statement signing. This ain't even a signing that like you're buying with the idea that he could compete for a starting spot. He's not going to compete for a starting spot. And like, I'm surprised City are going for somebody that isn't going to get any better and is on like the level that Neto is. Like, really? This is what you're doing? You're after Neto. Fine by me. I don't think anybody is annoyed if Neto leaves. I don't think anybody cares if Neto leaves. I just want to get as much money for this guy as possible. Big up Assad for the 5 memberships. If you got a membership from Assad, please give thanks to him for his generosity. Big up Assad. You already know what it is. We disagree on a lot, but it's always love. It's all love. Only football. You know what it is, bro. Fuzzbrain. He says, does Man City know Poch out yet? Hopefully for their sake, they never do, because he'll rip their team apart. Yeah, that was Assad, my bro. And said, check out Etihad Intel. I did see that. I did see Etihad Intel. They were saying that there's been no interest from Man City for Pedro Neto, and he's apparently meant to be a good in the know for them. But I mean, look, I don't know enough about this guy, and I'm just going off what Fabrizio said. So, yeah. VV, big up, one of my favorite trolls. Big up, man. You already know it's all love. But no, and Neto didn't carry anything except a decent Club World Cup run. Like, when Neto leaves, I'll always give him that. In the Club World Cup, you turned up and you did your thing. And you basically, like, saved the project for a little bit with that goal against Fulham. So we'll remember those ones. Big up to you for that. I won't take that away from you. However, you are frustrating as fuck. You are incredibly frustrating to watch. The brother plays like he thinks he's Ronaldo. You are not that guy. No, not that guy, man. But yeah. What was the next one? Big up to Sheikh, bro. Big up. Neto and Tosin is leaving. Allah answered our prayers. Big up, man. But I hope we get them both gone. I believe Neto will leave. Just because there's too much interest around Neto for something not to happen. There's too many clubs after him. Tosin is a very big question mark. I don't know. I don't know who's after him. Who's interested in Tosin? Not a single club has been rumoured to have interest. But Neto, it does look like he will leave. Yeah, I believe that. Oh no, you're talking about V's. I was thinking, wait, me? Alright, cool, man. Yo, yeah, what's Neto CFC saying? What's Neto CFC saying? Oh, yeah, he's put up the 17-minute comp again. Well, yeah, we can't be playing that. Sorry, mate. Pies. Oh, wait, we've got more pies. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, why is he deleted? It's a good thing it's on my other tab. Oh, 1 second. No, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. So I don't know if he's re-editing the post or something, but Chelsea's bid for Chavarria is 16.2 million plus add-ons. Here we go, could come within the next hours or even minutes. Players was wanted by Alonso. Doesn't even sound that bad. I thought all the time that we've taken might have led it to become like a 20 million or maybe like late 20s sort of bid. Cool. That's a relatively good fee. Because we didn't really know too much about him. Apparently, he wasn't even being looked at as a starter. It was meant to be a backup for Hato. So if that's the case, you shouldn't be paying too much. We've done pretty well for that. If that's the case. Let me just check the pies refresh. Did he repost that? No, it's still up there. Why did it just not show on the other tab? Ah, whatever, man. Whatever, I ain't complaining. Wait, I hope so. I won't front. If we get the Here We Go for Chavarria afterwards, that I ain't going live for that because you are back up. But I hope we get it during here. Who knew we would sign Morgan for that price? No one knew we'd sign Morgan. Forgetting even the price tag. We got everything at once with that one, bro. But I get what you're saying. Tarek, yo, big up Tarek, my G, bro. Make sure you man are sub to his channel. He's a real one. Big up. Tariq said, yeah, no, Jimmy, there was a report about him being a backup for, what's his name? Hato. I don't know if it came from Fabrizio. I can't remember a lot like that because it was a few months back. But I do remember seeing a source that said it. But yeah, I don't want Neto. That said, does him leaving bother you? No. No. Not a chance. I don't know why you lot of all the clubs are after him. I don't get it. It don't make sense. He don't suit you. He's not even getting like any better. I don't understand that. Jimmy, maybe he will be. Like, I haven't watched enough of Chavarria to say anything definitively. I'm only going off what that source says. But yeah, big up, Jim, man. I'll send the link through in like just a little bit. I think I've just got to run through these supers and I'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know why you guys are getting him. I don't think anybody doesn't want to keep him except that Neto CFC brother. I genuinely haven't seen anybody else except Neto CFC and trolls. There is nobody else. Nobody else. But yeah, there will be a Pedro Neto leaving party if we get that. Absolutely. I don't think I'll be able to do that one still. Make sure you man are sub to Tarek, though. He's a blessed guy. Blessed guy, very knowledgeable when it comes to City. Easy to listen to. Well, give him a follow, man. Give him a follow. Big up to Bola, bro. He's saying, Blueco, I hate what you did to my club, but this window you finally listen. Food chain. Even Bola's gassed over this, man. Big up, my brother. Big up, bro. Big up Don in the chat as well. I've seen you, bro. Hope you're well, man. 686 of you in here as well. Please hit up those likes. Sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. Sub to any of the panelists as well. if you haven't subbed to them as well. Some lovely content down in the description below. Big up to Andy Q, my favorite fraud. Big up, my G. He's saying swap deal between Mudryk and Ferran after the comments yesterday on Barca. Deal. And I don't even rate Torres like that, but deal. Barca, I want Ferran out. Blue Tottenham. Please make it happen, Lewis. I hope Mudryk finds his way to Barcelona. I hope he does. For you, if you lot were to get Mudryk, I will sort you out a Mudryk Barca shirt. It would be my pleasure. You'll be begging for Ferran Torres back in a month, mate. Watch. Don't fall for half the fan base acting like Mudryk's coming back and he's like going to be anything good for us. Please, have him. Please. Big up Slumerican saying, up the Chelsea. Big up Slumerican every single time, man. Big up, brother. And big up as well for gifting the membership. Big up, broski. Appreciate you. Just quickly, before I send the link out, because you man said LB was live. Oh, he's live with Charlie. But I want to see just the initial reaction. Make sure you man are sub to LB as well. You already know what it is. But I want to see how he reacted to the Neto news. I want to hear this. He's got Martin as well in there, so I'll try and get all of their reactions in quickly. And then I'll send the link out. But yeah. Where is this? What is he saying?
It took a while, but it's finally landed. Smash the likes up on the stream on the way in. There's over 300 people in here. Get these likes up rapid. Try and get to 100 quick time. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. Sorry for being late. I was on.
Did any other City fans drop an account? I mean, drop a video or something.
Breaking news coming out earlier on about Tijani Reinders. Now, bear in mind.
Oh, we don't care about that.
Bear in mind that he's already been linked.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Which by here, I don't know this.
Where's the Neto bomber?
I don't know he's going. He's obviously been told he's leaving, bro. He's obviously been.
There we go.
It's just time. I don't know why City fans are like, well, he's not even gone yet. We don't know he's going. He's obviously been told he's leaving, bro. He's obviously been told he's leaving. You're not open to a move to Forest if you're at Manchester City unless you've been told that you get brick, man.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Gets him a lot in that game.
This is the reaction we got, guys.
Because I've seen him all last year. He then gets dropped, yeah?
I'm trying to follow that little chat on his screen.
From Netherlands. And then fucking that happens. Fab Bomber.
Here we go.
Fucking hell. Nah. Oh, shit, man. Fuck. It's happening. Pedro Neto, Bomber, frick, man. Oh, damn. This ain't what I wanted to read, bro. I can't lie. Bomber.
Does that siren not get demonetized? I might need to nick that still. My siren constantly gets me flagged.
Right now, chat. Fabrizio Romano, Manchester City make direct contact with Pedro Neto's camp as start as possible move. Oh my days.
No, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's fucking beautiful, mate.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I don't rate this guy. I'm sorry, man. This ain't reactionary. I've told you guys for years I've never rated this guy. I told you guys for time I don't rate this guy. Oh nah.
What is there anyone else?
I don't rate him. I'm sorry, I don't think he's very good. I call him a Power League player for the last 3 years. I can't now just change because he's joining for City. I think he's not good, man. Is he better than Savić? I mean, yeah, probably he's better at shooting than Savić. But real talk, I actually think Savić's an all-round better player other than shooting. Bro, I called this guy a Power League player for years, and now we're signing him. This is crazy.
Chelsea were the problem.
Squad rotation.
Yeah, no, I get it. LB pissed off a lot of bad losses.
Why are we buying squad rotation, though, bro? Why are we buying squad rotation?
I do hear that point as well.
I beg someone in the chat tells me he's mint, please. Neto among City target if Savić goes while it's on also depends on Chelsea valuation. So yeah, obviously it's early days, isn't it? It's not here we go. It's not here we go. But clearly, if this is coming out, this is legit. I mean, we've made contact with his camp,
Spoken
with his
to the
agents.
camp, mate.
He was good at Wolves. He was all right at Wolves. Yeah, he was all right at Wolves. Be positive about this one. He's good rotation option on both sides. I just don't think he's very good.
Hold on.
I just don't think he's very good, bro. I don't think he is a good rotation option. I beg I'm wrong, man. I beg if we get this guy, I'm wrong. And he cooks. I'm sorry. I've just never been a fan. I've never been a fan of this guy, ever. Like, maybe when he was at Wolves, he looked all right, man. But, bro, his stats don't even move me. Abs. Yeah, you're asking me to check his stats out? I checked his stats earlier. His stats ain't even that good.
And at 26, and with 4 or 5 seasons in the Premier League behind him,
yeah, bro. Then watch
expect a lot more.
Fucking
As a
hilarious.
squad signing, LB, I think we agree it's not that bad, but he's going to play a lot of minutes, as you said.
Martin, is this legit? Tell me this is fake news.
Nope, it's been legit for a while.
Been legit for a while. What has mine got sources?
Price? What are saying?
They're not going to spend. Fabrizio's right. Depends on price. They're not going to spend 80 or 70 million quid. Of course they're not.
But less than that.
About 60 odd. Whether they can get him for that, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what.
If mine's got sources and he's saying 60 odd, we'll take that and run. I will run to the fucking hills with that. Love, thank you, and goodbye. Good service.
What people are wanting to do. You're not buying Elisa. You're not buying Kvaratskhelia. You're not buying Bacola. Well, what is it people are wanting? Keep asking this question. Krupi's out for 3 to 4 months, injured. The winger market is dead. Diamande can't come to England. That's now come out. I already knew that, due to his legality on his agency and things like that.
He can't go to England.
So, because he's got a problem, he's signed half with Rock Nation and he's got some rights that he can't do within England or something. So he can't come to England, hence City pulled out of that one. So where do we go?
To me, if true.
Yeah, no, it is true. The market is poor, but then do you just stick with your existing options? Is that better than just signing?
No, because everyone keeps telling me Savio's crap. Pedro Neto was 26. We've sold every experience played out the door, and people are talking.
The fucking ads. Fucking hell. Get your revenue, mate.
So you've got 4 comps and 3 wingers.
Yeah.
He'll play.
Yeah. Well, we've got 4 wingers in a minute. Because they might bring in Ryan McAdoo as well. So the thing is, Docker and Semenyo are generally going to be the first choice.
Yeah.
So Neto knows what he's coming into, and then it's up to him whether he wants to sign. I don't.
We're at serious risk.
There ain't no way he's mistaken them for what? No chance. Racismo, no.
But when have we ever bought superstars? Keep asking this question. No one can ever tell me.
No. It's not about buying superstars. It's about buying players that have seriously high ceilings and potential. And I don't think Neto. Do you think Neto has a how much better can Neto get in your view? So I don't think he can get that.
If you can get Neto back to the way he was at Wolves.
When he scored 4 goals a season? I just think that I just don't think he's that good. I think he's an average player that has.
You man do not play like Wolves. And he's talking about, can we get Wolves Neto? You do not play like Wolves.
Has a little bit of growth, a little bit better. I just think.
So tell me what I buy. Tell me what I buy.
Well, fuck knows.
You can't just say fuck knows. They can't sit in a boardroom and go fuck knows, lads. Throw it up in the air.
I would just buy Neto because I don't know who to get.
LB,
do you think they're sat there with a fucking bunch of names in a hat and going, let's choose one out?
Is trash.
No, but why have they picked Neto?
Because Maresca likes him. That's why.
They like him. I know this Maresca. Maresca has got people got this thing of Maresca does this, then he's out in 2 years. Maresca is not here for a year or 2.
Let them
they
get
are fully backing Maresca. Fully backing him.
LB,
This is
would
not
you take
Maresca's
Minte?
no stopgap.
Would you take Minte at Brighton?
I can't stand him.
No, don't like him.
I think he's a horrific baller.
Not bad shout.
Fair. But it's a problem though, like because the market's poor. I mean,
but if the market's poor, yeah, go to fucking Brazil and go buy some 18-year-old Brazilian.
What about
go to France and go let Avra.
Isn't that the same thing you cussed us for doing, you fraud?
What about Nusa? What about Antonio Nusa, the Norwegian guy? I don't know if he's right wing. He might even be left wing. But Nusa's a decent player.
I've only seen him play left wing.
But they want experience, Charlie.
Yeah, no, I hear it. I hear it.
People keep forgetting this is part of the reason Kovacic is staying. We have lost so much experience.
But is
We're
Neto
not trying to do.
I'm talking about Neto experience.
He's experienced though. He's got 5 seasons in the Premier
yes.
League, and he's an international. Yeah.
Is he experienced?
Yeah, he's experienced.
He's played 8 Champions League games. He's 26. Is he that? I don't think he's that experienced.
No, but in terms of Premier League, he's experienced. What about what about someone like Ismail Assar at Palace?
Well, he's the left field shout. And a couple of people in the chat have said,
"Is Rodrigo fit yet?"
I'll be honest, I don't think that's that bad, Ismail Assar.
He's a good player.
The trouble is, LB, when I have conversations with people,
nah, Charlie,
all the regular names.
That ain't his game. It is what it is, man.
And they're not targets that are achievable. We don't deal with Real Madrid. We don't deal with PSG. We don't deal with Barcelona.
Tell you what, you know what?
That's where all these players are.
I'm gonna let this run.
Could you do something a bit left field?
I'm gonna let this run for another minute or two while I throw this link out.
Or could
I want to keep hearing this. I don't want to keep
you go to Europe somewhere and get someone that's a bit more maybe young up and coming, maybe not so many people know about, and take a punt down that route.
Yeah, we got so much
if you need
experience. It's fucking
you're probably not really going to do that.
I'll tell you this, Charlie. There was a big thing in the press conference today where Maresca highlighted experience being required.
Yeah. It was the same thing he highlighted at Chelsea in experience. But I mean,
that's what we need.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at wingers, right? And you look at, I know PSG is a totally different thing, but
their need for experience ain't the same as our need for experience from a year ago. It's not that deep that you're dying out there for a Neto, is it?
I know that Cluj is not really a pure winger per se, but at Cluj they're looking at they're going to go and probably get Mika Götze from Ajax. But again, these are young, talented players, and when you're putting them into a team like PSG, it's probably a bit easier to do than put them into the Premier League and City. But there's not a lot of experienced options out there. So you either go for Neto, for example, or
you just say that's his little buzzword all
with
the time. Like, yeah, experience. We need experience. Is that what we're saying? Big up Andy saying sell Neto and get me Rashford. Huh? I don't think we're looking for another left winger. Neto just got to go for the sake of like cutting down the squad. Yeah, no. Look, the Rashford would only be a loan move anyway. So like, if you got him on loan, I don't really care too tough. He's still gonna get you a respectable amount of GA, but Yo, Maldini, I'm getting what you're saying though. Still,
you've got to try and rejig things a little bit, and you bring in maybe more of a young talent. I don't really know what the best route to go down is because I can hear both sides of it. I can hear both sides of it, and I guess it's going to be down to, you know, if Maresca pushes for it and the club go for it and they can do a price, they'll do the deal. I think that's really the reality of the situation now. But it's, as a City fan, it's not something I'd be that excited about personally.
Do you know why, Charlie? Do you know why?
His new tweet about tossing. Wait, is it a new tweet or is it the one we brought up before? Yeah, it is the one we brought up before. He thinks Tosin is leaving, but he's sure that Chalobah and Badiashile is. I kind of get why he's saying that because, like, we don't know who's interested in him. Yo, big up Alexis, man. I agree, but I actually think he will get gone. There's too many clubs interested in him, and there's too much of a demand for wingers. We'll get rid of him, and we'll get a decent amount for it too. I really think we will this time. Thankfully. Yo, Jabbo, if they've spoken to the camp, though, Maresca's probably already done it. Probably already has. Nah, bro. If Fab meant Disassi, then like he would have already said Disassi, innit? Like he hasn't updated us on Disassi, but we got Fabrice Hawkins who mentioned the Palace links and him being the #1 shout. That is a tier 1 source when it comes to France. It absolutely is. Yes, Fielder. Yeah, I did. We got 2 bombers off the drop, and then we're hearing Tosin could be leaving as well. If that ain't a reason to go live, I don't know what is, but here we goes. Plus, my video was rendered obsolete by Alistair Gold and fucking Fabrizio because Spurs aren't interested in Jackson. So, I've got to jump on now, innit? You know what it is, bruv. You know what it is.
There's some fans who've got very used to the last 10 years of dominate. And I said along to this is just my opinion, by the way. People can think what they want. I said when Pep left, things were going to have to change.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
The period of domination is not going to keep happening. You said it earlier with Dax LB. This could be a transition. People have to get used to that.
But you'd have to say
it will be a transition when you're making signings like Pedro fucking Neto, and like you're not even preparing for a potential life without Rodri. If Rodri leaves and Bruno G goes Arsenal, it's Wharton or bust, really.
Problem with Pep though, like even if Pep was still here, the market's still the same. Like Pep being here doesn't mean there's suddenly better players available.
We weren't going to buy Vinny Jr.
Who said that they want 110 for Neto, Fielder? Who reported that? Big up, bro, but I ain't seen that anywhere. I've seen like one rumor of an opening bid for 81 million, and I don't even really believe that unless it's in euros.
You're in Cavashilia where the Pep was here because it's a board thing. That's come from Caldoon.
Yeah, I mean, but
I don't know why that's a shock to everyone. It's like people haven't been looking at the way we buy players over the last 10, 15 years.
But also the market's not good. Like you look at like where are the next Mahrez's? Like where are these players? Like these players just aren't being produced. Like you look around and the wingers just aren't there. You weren't going to go and spend 100 million on Diamante.
Yeah, people are saying McAdoo. People are ignoring we need experience. McAdoo has 45 minutes in a pre-season, and then Jeremy Monga has more experience.
I'll tell you what we need, though, Martin. I'll tell you what.
It depends. If they rate that McAdoo kid as someone with a very high ceiling, you might as well just have him compete over a Neto. Because Neto's only going to get you max like 10 to 12 GA anyway with the amount of minutes you're going to get him. Might as well just let McAdoo have those minutes.
More than experience, quality. Because quality is what wins your Premier Leagues. Quality is what wins your Premier Leagues.
Name them that are going to be cheap. Right, Pedro Neto is 60, 70 mil, right? And all these players are going at silly prices. We're even quoting Savić over 60. Where we're going, because we're not going to spend 600 million this window. City, if we get Buada, we'll have spent over 300 million already. We've not sold anyone yet. We've not sold anyone yet. So you go really cheap. You're not going to get the quality unless it's 100 million quid. We can't be spending 100 million every single player that walks in the door.
No, I get that, yeah. But if you're spending £60 million on a player that is an average footballer that does not improve...
If these man was serious, you just put the money down on a Barcola or something. It's just the best thing out there in the current market. I
starting 11, yeah. Would you not be better off just getting someone younger that has potential?
No, because they want experience.
No, it's American. What's his name? Jorgensen is a loan, unfortunately. Sorry. So yeah, we'll probably have to deal with like Estrogensen coming back next season. We've just got to deal with that one.
That's potential.
No, because they want experience.
Well, experience is all well and good, but we had experience 2 years ago when we were fucking shit.
LB, we are very dangerous.
This is like when we bought Sterling and called it experience.
Just going into it, and this is no dig at Charlie. We're very close to going into a Chelsea squad model of having nothing but kids, and they're not ready to go and win a Champions League and a league.
I mean, what about someone?
Won't they have experience like fuck it, Haaland, Diaz, Vardiol's experienced? Fucking who else? Who else they got? Doku's won a league there. Rodri might still be there. I don't really get the experience shout to such a big level, especially Neto. Like, there's only one major, you know. It's not like adding an incredible amount of experience. He's won one major and that's it.
Well, I'm trying to think who else there is. I mean,
Kova, yeah.
Don't like Minte. What about, I don't know, Matoma?
People are saying Mbaye. People are saying Mbaye.
He's like 19, isn't he?
He's 18, and plus his agents are dicks. They're asking for all sorts of silly money. People in the
chat are saying Liao. Liao's a left winger anyway, and the big thing with Liao is right. A, he's left wing, and B, a lot of ability, but it's very telling. He said he wants to leave AC Milan, and the only offer he has is from Turkey.
Fair enough then.
Well, what does that tell you? Like,
he's not as good as what people think. Hope you're well, mate. I hope you're doing well.
And so it is tricky. I don't know what you do. If you're looking for proven Premier League experience, like Neto is one of the better options. I'm not saying he's like unbelievable or anything, but you're in a difficult scenario in terms of who you look to go for, because
I like a bank that makes my business.
Isn't it keeping Grealish too, by the way? Grealish to the free-peat.
Is that people are asking
do you
for.
Take the best? Yeah, do you take the best of a bad bunch,
bro? It's not signing anybody. Stick Turkey out there for a year. Say sorry, lad. Do right wing fucking length runs for a year.
I mean that might
and then we'll go back next year.
I don't. Well, I thought that can Turkey be an out and out winger.
Big up though,
because that's how we're going to use our wingers now. Our wingers are going to be out and out wingers. What you saw against Inter Milan is the way we're going to move. Our creation is going to come from the wings.
But what about if you, like, even if Turkey wasn't pure, if you had pure touchline with Doku on one side, for example, and then even if Turkey drifted in a little bit, could the natural width then come from the fullback like bombing on, or is he not going to play like that?
Well, apparently he come out the other day in the press conference, Charlie, and said he wants to play high and wide wingers.
Bro, if you look at all his teams,
that was Chelsea, but Neto was not great in that. That's what I don't get. You weren't great in that. Surfer, bro, what are you saying, man?
Yeah.
Very interesting last hour, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one. Yeah, it's one of those. It's interesting, man. I do like they do put doubting words in their sentences. So Fab said, "I think." Tossing's going, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that I kind of clocked that wording as well because no one's been linked with him, so it's like I want to hope, but
yeah, that's what it is. The PEDRO Neto one, I think we're going to say it's important to us because we don't want to drive a price down, right? So we don't want to go he's for sale because then the price is driven down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We just leak it. Oh, he's important. He's important to he's important next season for us. He's an important member of the squad and stuff like that, so we don't drive the price down to whatever it is. But it'd be interesting. There have been. I mean, the easy link to make is because Maresca's the manager, right? So that's the easy. It's a lazy link, really, isn't it? So it's like
Martin's talking about experience and like they want experience and like the market hasn't got a lot of experience, but. Bro, yeah. I don't get it. You're like he's not got a great amount of experience unless you're looking for solely Prem experience, and even that he's won one major, and you've got enough players that have got experience. It's not a Chelsea problem like what City are going through. If they've been going through anything, sorry.
City. Listen, the reason City do the same thing with us, they buy a whole lot of youngsters. The only difference is that they buy established players as well throughout the years, right? Because you see a lot of time that Fab tweets out they bought some 16-year-old from Estonia or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or like the same type that we do. In fact, I think they've had like more over the last couple of years. Do you know what I mean? But the reason that no one flags it up is because they buy players that people know about already. Do you know what I mean? To cover that, and it's just one of those things. The market is dead, but then that's what your scouting team's for, right? You know what I mean? The scouting team is to get you out of, or you have to pay a hefty bag for something, or overpay.
So I don't think City don't strike you as a team that has financial issues, or like I haven't heard anything about FFP violations or nothing. No. We ain't heard 115 in about 2 years.
No, because usually, unlike this season, usually they sell pretty well like we do. Like they sell academy products pretty well. like we do. So the pure profit is always going to be high on their end because they sell from the academy like we do. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those. So they do what we used to do with Cobham and stuff and get the pure profit in. So it helps with their PSR and stuff like that. So they're able to spend everything. So and plus they have a front of shirt sponsor and they just signed $1 billion deal with Puma, didn't they? A couple of years ago. Do you know what I mean? So and they've got a bigger stadium than us. And you know they're constantly in the Champions League no matter what than us, and they got a front of shirt sponsor than us, and they got other sponsorships better than us probably. Do you know what I mean? And because they're more successful.
They've got the highest shirt sponsor in the league, from what I remember.
Exactly, because they're successful in title races and winning titles. So.
All this to go for like the experience shout of a guy who hasn't got a lot of experience and doesn't suit their style of football. And it's been proven with the year and a half he spent playing under Maresca that he didn't really fit that style of play either. It makes no sense. But they still want him. Love for that. I want to see how much we can get out of these guys. Like, I'm thinking something around 60, 70 million I think would be a good way to like make money off this and also not take the piss too much. Because with the current market, I'm thinking don't just look for your money back. Look to get a little bit on top of it as well.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing. You know, the whole point of it is to get as close as what you've sold someone for, or sorry, bought someone for, or you get more than what someone paid for. You know, like with the lap, we spent 30 million for. There's no way we're going to sell him for 30 million. We'll try and sell him for 35, 40 million, and stuff like that. So you know.
What is this update? Tottenham would consider Neto if Savić deal won't happen. Savić remains the top priority. Man City in contract with Pedro's agents. No bid to send to Chelsea or official club-to-club talks yet. So they have already officially started. Because now it's like the common factor to go for the player first.
Yeah, you get the players buying, you get the players buying first, and then you get the personal details sorted out. Because if you don't get the players buying first, what's the point of making a bid? It's like with Liverpool and Caicedo a few years ago when they agreed a deal with Brighton for like 100.
Yeah, and he was like, "Nope, I've already prioritized."
And he was like, they couldn't agree personal details. So it's like, what's the point? You know,
it's a newer tactic because it just makes it easier to. Well, it saves clubs a shame of just being rejected, and it just allows them to push forward.
Like us with the Chavarria deal, right? We agreed personal deals with Chavarria weeks ago. It's just been getting the deal with the club right, which makes I don't know what we were hassling off if the price is the actual price. Do you know what I mean? Because
if it's 16 million, how has it taken this long?
Well, we told they wanted 40. How did it get down to less than what? Like we were going to put 21 in. How did it get less than half?
Some bipolar ass club, man.
That's why I say to people. That's why I'm thinking. Why would anyone believe even this report? Why would we believe any reports whatsoever? Do you know what I mean? Why would we believe anything in this window? Like a couple of days ago when they go, "Oh, Chelsea are not going to bring in like any more incomings until people leave." Yeah, Xavi's like reporting that he wants another midfielder and another attacker. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why would you believe this? And also, can I just say a side note? Or just about because I saw your podcast earlier. It's like about Chalobah, and it's like, what is this obsession with who leaves first in this fan base? Do you know what I mean? Why is it? Oh, why did Chalobah have to go before Disasi or Tosin? If ask them, do you want them all to go? Yes. Then who cares in the order they go?
Nah, but they wanted to keep Trev. They wanted him as depth.
I was like, bro, Chalobah is neither a floor raiser or a ceiling raiser. You know what I mean? He's just not.
Yeah, it's like you can't tell me someone that we're going to miss if he's only going to be good when the rest of the team's good.
I think this, and I do think this, and this isn't against Trev. I just think if he wasn't from Cobham, Lewis, he'd be treated like Disasi and Badiashile if he wasn't.
Absolutely.
He's just got he's got the Cobham taint on him. That's the problem. That's it. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is.
The arguments are literally he's Chelsea. He gets the club. He understands the club. He's been here since the age of 8 and some shit. Like, yeah, great.
And also,
still not great.
Also, if he's that good, why aren't a load of Premier League clubs coming in for him?
We had one, and they want Disasi over him.
We got more clubs coming in for Disassi, bro, than Chalobah.
Palace were meant to be in for him, and he was like, no, nah. But yeah, this is just where we are. Well, this is, I think, just the emotion that this fan base has when it comes to academy grads. I don't get it. We have Levi Colwell here. You already have your centre back, and he's better. It's not us just trying to get rid of all of the players that understand the club. No, it's if you're good enough, you'll stay. And Chalobah, I like you. You're a good dude.
Yeah, that's fine.
No.
You're a good dude, but I don't want you in my defense.
Yeah, look, I hope the best for you at Como. Might even try to use Jersey FC to get me a Chalobah shirt. You never know. But, like, look, do your thing over there. Do your thing over there. And, yeah, Harry, just on the Alex Scott news, the latest I heard was from Simon Phillips that, what was it? Chelsea were annoyed with Bournemouth because they released the first bid being rejected and Chelsea didn't want that to be public knowledge. That's all I know. And Chelsea is still looking to go back in again for him or potentially another midfielder. And, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Daniel, what are you saying, bro?
What's good, boys? You were just talking about why do people want a player to leave before the others or whatever?
Yeah, we were talking about Chalobah. I had a debate on Chelsea Fan TV about Chalobah, and the whole idea is the order that we were letting go of our centre-backs. And bro, they're all crap bar Colwell, respectfully, and Lacroix.
Got it. My thoughts on that. I think part of it is that people just know, like, we're not going to get rid of everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. That when you start the summer and there are 4 center backs or 5 center backs that you have that you want to sell, more than likely you're not going to sell all of them, right? So it's like, okay, some people would prefer, okay, if you're going to sell some of these guys, I'd rather you sell the worst ones first. So if you end up keeping anybody, it's the players that I like better, right? And some of this is the opinion that, you know what, it doesn't matter what you know, when you sell them, as long as you sell everybody, I'm happy. All right. So it's 2 different schools of thought. People, I don't think anybody wants Chalobah to end up staying. But we just know, like, you're gonna end up keeping. I'm actually really happy Chalobah is going. I think it's like it always goes back to, you know, it's just he's just an easy use when we fuck up in other ways with other center backs. It's like, oh, let's just play Chalobah. It's like, I'm tired of that. You know, how about you actually solve the problems that we have and not just bring Chalobah back from fucking loan when you fuck up elsewhere? You know what I mean? I'll just prefer if we were doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I think people just have their opinion on who leaves first, I guess. I think that's their whole thing. It's like, I want this guy to leave before this guy leaves. I would agree. Daniel. I know you're gonna end up keeping somebody. Like, you're gonna end up keeping fucking Tosi, and then it's like, I just said, like, personally, I think Tosi is much worse. That's just me personally, right? I think he's much worse, but
that's just common sense. At the end of the day,
no. But some people think they're all equal. So whoever ends up staying out of the bunch, it doesn't really matter because they're all equal.
No, I was telling them, like, you know? I get you saying he's better than, like, Tosin, Disassi, Badiashile. Ultimately, like, are any of these men good enough to help me win a league? Nope. Thank you. Well, Trev, big up, man. Thank you for everything. You were there in the Club World Cup final, Super Cup, all of that. But you can go.
Let me put it this way. Maybe it'll make a little more sense, right? Do we think Neto is good enough for us to win the league?
Hell no.
But would you have been okay if we sold? I mean, hopefully we end up selling Neto too. But if it was a situation of, like, I'm pretty sure you also don't believe that Garnacho is good enough for us to win the league, right? No. I'm pretty sure you don't. No one does. Yeah. But if it was a choice of who do I keep, you want to keep Neto over Garnacho, right?
Yeah.
Even though Neto is still not good enough for you to win the league, you still want to keep Neto over Garnacho. If you knew one had to stay, you would say, you know what, I'd rather Neto stays in this guy. But you still don't think Neto's good enough, so you want Neto sold. But if Neto gets sold and Garnacho stays, I don't think you'd be happy. So it's like, it's a similar thing. It's just for the people.
And what I hear about Trev most of the time, because it's just the academy tax. Like, I think people would be more honest about Chalobah if he weren't from the academy, like Surfer was saying. They'd be a lot more honest.
Okay. I mean, I can't amalgamate what everybody else has said about him, but I would say from my point of view, I've always thought this is at best this is a rotational guy, right? I don't really believe you should rotate your center backs much anyway, because I didn't see that, in football a lot. But if, there is a rotational piece that should come in here and there and support and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think, Chalobah could be that guy. But I also wanted him gone mainly for the reason of like, bro, we just keep going back to like this Chalobah thing time and time over. And then it's like, oh, if we get rid of Chalobah, we'll get better. Just get rid of him. Let's just get rid of him. Let's let somebody else be back up, and let's see what let's actually work with a team.
He's the term when we heard it last year. Remember the term internal solutions? Right.
Yes,
that's literally Trevor Chalobah.
Yeah,
internal solutions. That's what it is. That's where you go, and I feel sorry for him because I feel like because I feel like a bit like this with Josh, like in terms of. Josh gets like praise like Chalobah gets sometimes without seeing a lot of it or seeing what he does so well and stuff like that. And that's pretty unfair to Josh because I think Josh needs a loan or to be sold with a buyback option or something like that. But Chalobah is just that unfortunate fall guy. Do you know what I mean? Where there's no middle ground with him. You know what I mean? It's either protective status from the Chelsea fans because he's from Cobham, or he's not good enough and he's ranked the same as Disasi and Badiashile and stuff like that. But he's just in an unfortunate situation, which he's not in anymore. Do you know what I mean? I hope he does well.
Yeah, I think it's good for him to go somewhere else and actually have your career, have the end of your career.
Exactly.
This is where most center backs are good anyway, right? So have the rest of your career at this age, 26 and 27, and go play for a team where you can play every game. You can play Champions League or you can play in Europe, and you can just do your thing out there. We've seen it.
Como's an exciting side as well.
Yeah, I think that's good for him.
He could really build his name there as like a great of that club if he helps progress them up Serie A and that.
The only thing I don't like is when we automatically go to, this guy's Cobham, why is he here? When all we buy are young random players from other fucking academies. If that wasn't the case, I would hear that a little bit more. Like when we're talking about Josh would make a lot more sense if Sarr wasn't shit. If Aslamino wasn't shit. Like if those guys made sense, and it's like, yo, why you guys pushing for for Josh to be backup or to be the fourth center back or whatever? Yeah, but my other option is Aslamino and Sarr. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it gets a little funky. If you're not gonna give me any of these weird youngsters, and now it's an experienced player coming in who can do something for me right now, I'm all for that. Always been for that. That's how Chelsea has always worked. You know what I mean? But don't have me develop this young center back and oh my gosh, he's so crazy. And then it's like, oh yeah, well, he's fucking shit. Like, oh, what do you mean? Like I've seen Josh at right back and I've seen Sarr at right back. You know what I'm saying? Josh is inconsistent.
I get your logic a lot more when you mention about how we've moved in the last few summers. That does make more sense.
Roman's Chelsea
now the recruitment's looking a little bit better. Now it's like, yeah, cool, you can
partly better, right? Like Roman's Chelsea would sell KDB, but it's going to buy Fabregas. They're not going to sell KDB and buy, another 19-year-old from Serbia to replace KDB because they think he's a better youth project or whatever. If you're going to sell these young players, if you're going to sell these young center backs, I'm okay with it. Just don't give me another random young center back. Is my thing, right? Just give me some level of fucking experience to come in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that's what I'll prefer. But if that doesn't happen, then it is what it is. And people are saying, well, everybody has to go. That's cool, but everybody's not going to go. Be realistic. We're not selling all our center backs. Somebody's going to end up staying.
I still think it will be tossing for now, even though we got that Fabrizio report.
Yep.
Obviously, we've got to wait and see. But as of now, we have no links for him. We have links for Disasi's Palace #1 target. Cool. That will probably get done. Badiashile might get his Napoli loan. He might. But I'll wait more on that one. But at least there's a club involved. There's no one involved with Tosin. Not that we know of.
Yeah, Tosin, he's going to end up staying, just as because they keep switching their conversation on him. First, he was an important older player who was staying. And now he can go too. Maybe the manager doesn't rate him, and that's why they're saying that now.
Big up, Jimmy.
I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like I don't want any of these young any of these center backs in my team. But if I had to, if I had to choose from, we know the three who are definitely staying. It's Fofana, it's Lacroix, and it's Colwell, right? Those are your three that you end up saying, you know. And then the question is about the other two. Who's going to be those other two center backs, right? And if those other two center backs are Chelsea and
now we can go get Giacomo.
That's Flamingo or something. We're not getting. I guess Como really wants to keep him or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, bro. To me, that's not good. I don't like how that feels. Just like I don't like how I went from not worrying about my left back spot to I have to believe in Chavarria now. Like it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
Understandable, because you don't know who's coming in to replace him at centre back yet. Because if we're getting rid of those, at least two more, one more will be coming in. I'd expect that.
I think you get rid of the rest of those guys and one more solid center back comes in. I think Josh it's either you believe in him or you develop him and sell him. That's whatever there. So I think he wants to go on loan or he wants to leave, and I think the club wants to keep him more than he wants to stay. Because I guess him and his family have been pushing to go out on loan, and the club is saying hell no.
He's one of the 5 centre back options for us as it stands. I mean, things might change, but that's the case. Maybe
we're not linked to Giacomo no more. I want Giacomo now. We could bring in Giacomo.
That's over, bro.
Nah, apparently, like they're trying to keep him.
They ain't trying to sell, bro.
Apparently. Shame. Then that would have been that would have been all right depth, but.
So wait. Why aren't the Enzo fans saying, how are we going to replace Neto's 20 GNA? I mean, how are we ever going to do it? Enzo leaves. Oh my gosh. How are we going to replace his 20 GNA? So I ask. Kafka's view. Lexus, tell me, how do we ever replace Neto's GNA? It's 20, you know. 20.
That's what
they tell me about Enzo. That's what they tell me about Enzo. So I would love to know.
I hate those kind of it's such a dead conversation. You know what it is? I'll be real with you guys, right? I'll be real with you guys. On my end, right? For years, I've just been like, yo, if people like a player, it's up to them. I really don't care. But this guy has a crazy amount of stands, and it's getting annoying.
It is.
It's getting annoying. Y'all know I wanted to keep him and everything else, but the fucker wants to leave. He ain't even been that good for us, and his fans are getting on my nerves. I'll be honest. More so than a lot of other people who rate certain guys, his fans are really getting on my nerves because it seems like if Enzo stays and we don't buy anybody else, those guys are happy. As long as Enzo's here. It don't matter what state the club is in, what the players are in. If he wants to stay, if he plays like shit, that's all they care about is Enzo's here. I'm happy.
You didn't like the DNA. You like the player.
Just like Mason Mount stands in 2023.
Just like Johnny. So, it's people like that. No.
Overly attached to decent players, but not
big up.
Outstanding players. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, my thing with him, as it is with every player, is I'm never, if we get rid of this guy, my team is going to be next level. Who are you bringing in?
Exactly.
That's always my question. Who are you bringing in? And remember, my fights with you guys on these streams about Mason Mount were always about João Felix. That was the golden child. As long as João Felix comes in for Mason Mount, it's going to change our lives. And I listen, I just don't come back and say, Lewis, no, I already said it to him. I was like, he's out. He came twice.
No, João Felix.
He was out.
João Felix.
It's never an isolated, this player is this. I'm comparing, just like Enzo. Jimmy always said he wanted Enzo the fuck out of here. I was like, nah, let's keep him because of who are you going to bring in, right? It's always who is the other option? Is the other option somebody good or is the other option Alex Scott? I don't rate Alex Scott. I'm sorry. I don't rate Alex Scott.
Hey, listen. I'm starting to buy into Alex Scott only because I want Enzo gone.
That's what they get you, Jimmy. That's how they get you.
No, but Manda.
Fuck her. You know what I mean?
No, but today, I'll be honest, Enzo is a topic for another day. Today, we are finally, we are one step closer to being free, to being free from this. I'll be honest with you.
It's the overdoing it. You was putting in the team with some shit.
No, listen, we are close to being free. Listen, if there's one set of fans who are more annoying than Enzo fans, like you say, Dan, it's Pedro Neto fans. Because I've never seen
Neto fans.
Neto don't got no fans. What are you talking about?
To be fair, I only know Neto CFC. I don't really know.
No, Neto has fans. No, Neto has fans. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, right? I'll be honest with you. You see, when it comes to Neto, right? If Willian was committing the atrocities that Neto was committing right now, God forbid what would have been sent in his DMs. Because I swear to you, the level of abuse would have been unprecedented. Neto is pound for pound.
You talking about league winning Willian? Don't do that.
No,
don't mix
no.
Neto with Prem winning Willian. Don't do that.
No. But it's not even. It's me defending Willian.
Yeah, I don't big up, fellas. Big up.
Jimmy, I don't even rate Willian like that.
Oh shit, KG cut the beard off. It's hot, huh?
Yeah, bro. It's humid as shit out here.
No, but listen,
Willian or Neto?
Willian's easily better. Easily.
I remember Willian fucked me off in the last few years. I remember that.
Listen. Willian was jarring. Don't get twisted. But no one will ever be worse.
Yeah, they both had their twinkle toes.
But William was way better, though. He's way better.
Man, I don't revise history, man. William had 2 goals in a title with this season, my nigga.
You know them ones, man, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, William won Player of the Season one year, no?
He did.
Yeah, he did. I don't know.
Neto never will. Neto could never.
We finished second, man.
Listen, I'll be honest with you.
Though, because he was never really a number one choice. Like as much as Neto sometimes is his number one choice in attack.
William was number one.
Podcast view, Neto is not even. Listen. Pedro.
The first title, he was number one. The second title, it was him and what's his name, Pedro.
I just felt more for Willian in that team. He lost his mum early on in the campaign.
Yeah, but Lewis, do you know?
You had Hazard and Costa basically there, like overshadowing him. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean his first choice in terms of the starting attacker?
Yeah,
he wasn't.
Yeah, he was number one choice.
Because he was shit.
Hold on. Wait, there's this one comment that just came up and it's rattled me. Is this VVS saying about Neto is more?
No, don't fall for the troll.
I dare you, Pedro Neto.
I just fell for the troll.
No, listen, Pedro Neto, I'll be honest with you. Pedro Neto is not just one of, I would say after Mudryk, pound for pound, the worst winger the club has ever employed.
Nah, bro, Mudryk's back. Maresca got a tune out of him. He's brilliant. Start him next game.
Why do you do this like hyperbolic nonsense? We employed Garnacho in this club, my nigga.
Dan, listen to what I said very carefully. I said pound for pound, after Mudryk, Neto is the worst. Pound for pound means that his price tag comes into it. Garnacho cost 30.
Okay, so with his price tag, he had what? How many GA did he have in the league?
I don't know, and I don't care. Garnacho's a bum as well, by the way.
Overall, he had 20 GNA. Overall, he had 10. Mind
you, he's shit. But with his price tag, he had 20 GNA.
He had 10 and 10. Yeah, Neto had 10 and 10.
Price tag. We got Neto's price tag. How many GA did he have, nigga? Garnacho had 1 goal in the Premier League.
Yes.
Garnacho also cost me 30 M's. Neto cost me 60 M's.
Oh, he was 40.
He cost you 40. He cost you 45 or something like that. Don't try to bring it down to make it seem like it was ass, bro. It's okay to say that.
Whoa, abs. I can kill all your argument. Neto was arguably our best player at Club World Cup. He won us a trophy. Chill out.
I'll be honest with you. That Club World. Listen. Listen.
Now, I don't give a fuck what you say. Shut your mouth if you about to tell me about the Club World Cup night when your bitch ass was in here celebrating. I don't want to hear that.
It's not even about that.
Any one of you niggas that was in here celebrating Club World Cup, I don't want to hear you niggas try to downplay it now.
I ain't downplaying that. I'm saying
that done for my club at all, like whatsoever.
Listen. Hear me out, right? Pedro Neto is better than Garnacho, barely, because they're both dog shit.
Ain't no barely. He's definitely better.
Barely. He's way better.
He's definitely better.
Listen, they're from a similar planet, bro. They're both.
Bro, you trying too hard. We don't. Nobody rates Neto,
we
but
don't
you
do
trying too hard.
Hyperbole and like, I know he's the worst I've ever seen of all time, brother. I just saw Garnacho play off the left wing. Ain't nobody can tell me worse than that, bro. That's
we just watched him and Garnacho in the same season. What are you talking? In a season when Neto had 20 GNA, Garnacho had how much? And you talking about who is worse?
No, 2 GNA.
Yo, big up, bro. Big up, bro. I don't even know. Also,
you gotta be honest, bro. Like, I get it pound for pound, all that. This ain't boxing, nigga.
When you lot talk about
big up,
GA,
bro. What you say? You good?
How much of that was in GA and how much of that was stat padding?
Big up, Saeed, man.
Bro, we don't want to hear about what are you talking about? What's stat padding? What the fuck is stat padding? What is that? How do you stat pad in football?
If you score goals in irrelevant matches, like in the League Cup,
every match is fucking relevant.
What match isn't relevant? You, my nigga, shut up, bro. You saying dumb shit.
No, but Jimmy, even if we go with that, there are irrelevant matches you can stat pad. Why didn't Garnacho stat pad? He looked at his stats and said,
exactly.
He won't go in his stats.
Why do you robbed that penalty against Port Vale?
Stat pad, my nigga. Yeah. It's trash.
Like no one, when you say Neto is better than Garnacho, it's not like you hyping up Neto, because we all know Neto's not the level.
No, he's trying his best to make it seem Neto was the worst ever. No, bro, he's not. We just watched Garnacho.
No, Neto.
It's like we just watched Delap. You can't name a striker that was worse than Delap. You can't.
Yeah, but just watch Delap was worse because Delap cost 100 million and Delap cost 30 million.
No, Delap is a
bum. I don't care how much you cost. He could have been a free.
That's his logic, though.
I don't get it, though. I don't get why everyone's arguing, though. I don't get why we're all arguing. Like, let's be real. Everyone was dead food. I don't know why we're arguing. It's like arguing between what would you prefer, eat shit or drink piss. Like, it's both dead. Why are we arguing about this? Let's be so real.
No, that's not the case. Because you can distinguish if one player is better than another. I don't give a fuck if you think both of them not.
Nah, that's a good example.
So who you think is better than
Neto to? Who are you comparing Neto to?
Yeah.
Garnacho.
That's like
bro, they're both dead food.
It don't matter if they both dead food. One's still better than the other.
Jimmy.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Again, it's proving my point with the whole.
Jimmy, your point. It's not.
Jimmy,
it is because they're both. Should they both be playing for the club right now?
How about this? How about the discussion we was having? What you're saying don't apply to it. It don't.
So I'm asking you a question.
What you're saying don't apply to what we're talking.
So what were you discussing about?
Who was better? That's what we were arguing. Your answer can't be they're both dead. No, the answer is who's better.
No's better.
The answer to who's
better, but bro, it's like trash and garbage, isn't it? You're don't matter. We know
that. We get it. But y'all don't get to jump in.
That was an argument earlier. The argument was like because Abs was coming in like gassed over the Neto thing and everything. What we're
talking about?
And then it led into a big
I'm happy, man. He's another one. Bro, I'm happy, bro. We're getting rid of all of these like unprofessional guys that just get stupid red cards. You know, we bring men into
nobody wanted Neto gone more than some of us here. Like I wanted Neto. Neto was trash.
That wasn't even
listen.
That wasn't the conversation. I think sometimes we gotta stick to the conversation.
Listen. I'll be real. Aside from that little Club World Cup run where Neto was very good. And I'd say the end of maybe Maresca's first season where he scored that goal against Fulham, I believe he got the assist for Luvaco against Forest on the final day.
Neto had moments. There's no doubt.
And then, him as a makeshift number 9, him as a striker was actually decent.
He played 9, number 9.
Yeah, he played 9 against Barca.
Yeah, he did. He played 9 against Barca and he played 9 towards the back end of Maresca.
He played 9 against
So he was okay.
That's what I'm saying.
He had moments.
Garnacho.
Oh, yeah.
One at a time.
We agree. Neto is fucking pants. He's garbage. Nobody wants him. Nobody here wants him. I can't wait for him to be sold, but he's way better than Garnett.
But y'all just listed like maybe 3 or 4 situations you kind of remember. Okay, Neto did this, did that. I can't get you one of Garnett.
Not one for Garnett.
I can't.
Listen, this ain't me trying
No,
to.
No, listen. All right, big up, bro. But anyway,
Cardiff and Wrexham meet Wales, man.
He's a beast in Wales.
No, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? For me, Neto's my biggest up in the team for a variety of reasons. Not only is he an atrocious footballer, but I had to listen to nonsense from certain people when they spoke about this Neto guy saying, "Oh, he's cold, he'll come do a madness."
Okay, this is from your GC, probably, right?
It's not even just the GC thing. Listen, Dan, there's certain atrocious takes I heard regarding Pedro Neto that I can never get out of my head. And the only way to get out of my head is for this guy to go. He needs to go today, not tomorrow.
Neto's shit in it, yeah. But you get me. There's more shit players like Garnacho. He's gone. Delap is the next one down.
I can't believe Delap still hasn't left yet, bro.
We're getting rid of these guys.
Here's
one
the
by
thing,
one.
like, and this is when everyone talks about orders and stuff, which was like the initial conversation we had with Surfer before everything fell off. Man, I'm going to talk about orders of how the shit players leave, and I get there's an ideal order, but like
that's not realistic because it just
there are going
depends
to
on
be
who
ones
wants.
that offer a little bit more that will go first because they've just got a bit more suitors because they offer 1 or 2 more things than a Garnacho. That's why you'll see a Chalobah go before you see Tosin leave. That's why you'll see Neto go and Garnacho's still on the loan and will probably come back.
This I don't know. This might be a controversial take, but usually players that are a little bit better have more suitors. I don't know I don't know if that's crazy or not.
It's not crazy. KG, that's facts though. But then people argue with you like they did for 2 years. No, I think Tosin and Chalobah are at the same level. I'm like, no, they're not.
But then you know what it is? It's the same way with incomings too. People will be like, why are we buying this player when we need X, Y, and Z? And it's like, yo, transfers aren't linear. Like, it's not, all right, we're going to do this first, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Sometimes shit happens, right? You might get a call from Napoli says, yo, we want Badia Shield. And you know what? You might have to put down the phone on the Neto deal for a second and say, you know what? Napoli, we're gonna call you on your bluff. You know, we need this tall, lanky motherfucker out. So like it's not like everybody has their targets and you have your conversations and stuff like that. But sometimes they'll market opportunities, sometimes shit happens, sometimes people throw offers at you for a player that you might not want to leave, but the offer might be so nice that you're like, all right, you know what? We got to think about it, and then you move on.
I personally, I want the Savić deal to break down, and I want Tottenham to buy him, so I can just go to George and go money sleeve.
Hell yeah! Yo, I'm a fried Deji. I'm gonna absolutely fried Deji.
Gaslighting after that.
Yo,
oh my god!
Yo, I want Tottenham to get Neto. I need that in my life. I need Tottenham.
That's what you know. That's part of the best part about.
There we go, Tyler.
Us selling our trash is that other people are buying our trash that are in the league that actually they know that they're getting dead food. Like every City fan, you know, like Patrick, probably even Big Steve and other people, they're all like, yo, we don't want Neto. We don't want Garnacho. But you know what? We don't give a fuck what you want because if the shit wants them.
Right. You know it is right. I find it fascinating. We're the best fly market football team in the history of selling players, right? I don't know what people must be that arrogant in other teams to just think it's a Chelsea problem. They just go, oh yeah, well he'll do well here. I think I can count on one hand after we sold a player if they've been successful or not after leaving. There's not a lot of players that leave Chelsea that do well. Do you know what I mean?
Diego Costa's a prime example. Diego Costa.
I discount KDB and Salah because I just don't, and no one knew what they were going to be and stuff like that. I'm talking about when people rate them when they leave. Do you know what I mean? Or they rated them before. Like someone's going to tell me that Neto's going to do well at City or Tottenham, but you know that's fair dish. I can't wait for Tottenham to spend nearly 500 on Neto and Gallagher in wages.
Andrew, that's so like to me. I don't give a shit what these guys do once they leave, as long as whoever's in my team. I'll only care if whoever's in my team is doing worse, right? So even when we sold even when like so Mata never recreated what he did at Chelsea and Manchester United.
never.
He was incredible.
But he was
right?
still a
At
good player
Chelsea,
for
at
United. He was good for United, though. Mata was good. He wasn't. He just didn't. He just didn't hit the levels that he was at Chelsea. He was good,
but
he was good. He was actually one of
for
the
me,
better attackers. He was actually one of the.
that's not even too relevant to me what they do at these other clubs. But if you sell, if you sell KDB or you sell, let's say you sell Enzo, right? You sell Enzo two man City or something, and you end up signing Scott, and Scott is worse.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be happy.
Yo,
I
he
don't
won't
you
be.
can sell whatever you
Yo,
want.
listen. No. First of all, when he get here, he's gonna get a song. He's gonna get a song. He's gonna be out there busting. He's gonna be hauling ass out there. What? And you know what else? He's gonna be getting fouled. Yo, Chelsea fans is gonna love him, man. And he's gonna be fucking pumping that fist.
I just want
Proper
to see
Chelsea.
a big problem over midfield, right? That we all recognize.
The only thing here's why I'm not worried, right? I'm gonna be honest. Daniel, why I'm not worried if Scott come in. If y'all don't know, I already did a whole live debunking Enzo's goals. If y'all don't believe me, ask anybody. I destroyed that argument. It's on my channel. I did a whole fucking live. It's called Happy Clappers. Go on my channel. It's called Happy Clappers. All you happy clappers.
Jimmy. What did he do? Could you repeat that, bro?
I debunked the whole, we gonna miss Enzo's goals and assists. I debunked that shit.
Thank you. Well done, bro.
I completely debunked that shit. If y'all don't believe me, go watch my latest video.
Listen, Jimmy, say what you said the other day to the people. The most fattest in shape player in world football is who?
Fattest in shape nigga I ever seen. That nigga got a 20 pack. Enzo take off his shirt. That nigga look.
You know what he looked like? He looked like
Jimmy,
you look like Oscar De La Hoya. You know Oscar De La Hoya got the fake abs and all that stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if he got his abs in Turkey because he don't play like he's shaped, bro. This dude is
I would from high school. This is the fact. Sorry, there's no disrespect. I play with Mexican niggas who look just like him.
He's shaped like that, right?
Enzo Fernandez, right?
That guy in midfield not running, making you run. I'm like, come on, my nigga.
People need to realize Enzo Fernandez is not a good midfielder. He's a midfielder that scores goals. He's been walked around this whole season and the season before, and he gets bossed in midfield. A large reason as to why we've got an overrun in every single game.
I wouldn't say that. I would have go to say the player is not good. Yeah. I'll say this. I don't think he's suited to the role that a lot of fans say that he should be. Let's play him in a double pivot. He's controlling games. He ain't controlling shit. But as a player, as a advanced 8, I think he's a good player who can get even better. I just don't think he's world class right now whatsoever.
Okay, let me tell you something.
I just don't think he fits.
Back in the day, when Mourinho came in, he made a crucial decision to get rid of Mata for Fabregas. Do you know why? Because Mata and Fabregas could not play together. There's not enough legs in that midfield. We have to do the same thing with Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez. Pick your poison. I think I'm gonna choose to get rid of the fatty that's been twerking for Real Madrid.
Mata for Oscar.
It was Oscar.
Oscar took Mata's spot, and then
but that's because Fabregas was coming in as well.
I go into a dark place. Don't bring up Mata, dog. I go into it.
No, but that's also because
52 GNA, bro. Come on, man. 52 GNA, bro. Come on.
But you see what it is? It's just like
physically ever made at this club.
Like all you young niggas that think that Cole Palmer season was something, add 10 more GNA to that. That's what fucking Mata.
What did you say, Andrew?
Do you know the weirdest thing about Mourinho?
What do you say?
He got rid of Mata. Then the motherfucker played him a lot at Man United.
That's it. Lukaku as well.
They killed him on the wing.
Yeah, and he done that with Lukaku as well.
But here's the thing, Andrew. This is why I don't believe in.
Lukaku never played.
I've never believed in.
No, but the thing is, we got a league title out of Mata leaving. We got a league title out of Mata leaving. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? What?
Mata left. We got a league title, and we have to admit the team was a bit more balanced with Oscar.
No, it wasn't. You gotta think about every time. You have to think about long term and short term. Getting rid of Mata wasn't the main issue. The main issue was when you got rid of Mata, the two guys who replaced him, if we're being realistic on that right, because prior to that, it was the Mata, Hazard, Oscar. Oscar was playing Cam, Mata was off the right. Hazard was off the left. Quadrado came in to replace him off the right and left the next season. And then Willian came in. Both players significantly worse than Mata was.
So
now, in midfield, Oscar was chosen to replace KDB before even Fabregas came in. And then we sold him about a year later. So even the replacements that were like, we sold those guys too. So it's like, to me, long term is super important. You know what I mean? Because with KDB has taken 5 league titles from us, being the best player in this league, or one of the best.
I know. And you know when Mata left Chelsea, I could argue, especially in 2012, 2013, there's probably arguably 1 or 2 better 10s than him and in the world, and that was probably Ozil at that time when he was at Real Madrid.
It was dark days.
It was Ozil. Like,
you know what's crazy? He could talk to them. He could chat to them on the same.
Let's be honest. Hold on. Boys. Let's be honest and let's not lie to ourselves. Even with Mata going, especially in 2015, 2016, 2017, we had a chance to do a flipping 3-peat if we weren't on serious that second year where Leicester won the league title. We genuinely had a chance. Let's be honest. Let's stop lying to ourselves. That was probably one of the most ample opportunities you could do a 3-peat because United were gone, Arsenal were gone, City, they'd pop up with a title here and there, but they weren't title contenders every year. Liverpool, they were shocking them times after Suarez left. That was a genuine opportunity to win 3 in a row. We could have done that. And Mourinho sort of set us up by bringing in Oscar, bringing in Fabregas, bringing in Diego Costa.
No, he didn't bring in those guys. Those guys were there.
Fabregas, he brought in.
They came in under Mourinho.
He came in under Fabregas.
Under Mourinho.
Mourinho brought in Fabregas.
They did.
They came 14, 15.
His window was 13, 14. Those transfers happened.
What are you guys talking about?
Hazard also came in 2012.
Who?
Hazard came in 2012. We're talking about like
Hazard was after.
No, he's talking about Fabregas, Costa, Felipe Luis.
The team.
And then you could say Courtois.
I'm just saying he said Oscar.
you thought Oscar. My bad.
No, Oscar. And if I said Oscar, it's probably an accident.
Oscar.
I misspoke if I said Oscar. I'm talking about he literally brought us Willian, Diego Costa, Fabregas. He used the foundations there of Hazard and Oscar to really set up a team that could have won 3 in a row. Literally, we had a chance to win it. So,
I've always said like, because people were talking about this Arsenal team being the worst Premier League winners. I always hit back on that. I was like, bro, the worst Premier League winners in my lifetime was that 15-16 Leicester City squad. Like, yeah, it was a great fairy tale in that, but if you're looking at it from pure facts, they won the league on 81 points. What team in this current age will win a league title on 81 points? 81
if you're saying the worst,
and let's be real.
If you're saying the worst,
and let's be real, and if you actually saw them, and on top of that as well, if you saw how the way they played, going forward, bar Mahrez and Vardy, they didn't really have any like real good attackers, and their defense wasn't that great. What helped them win the title was A, because of the landscape of the Premier League. Like every single team was just dead that season, and B, they were just the most consistent. And C, they had.
But don't you think the expectation on Leicester like takes that point away? I get what you're saying. You're saying purely statistically, and I hear that.
You have to be honest, yeah. I see what you're saying. Leicester City also had to go to the Etihad, and Real Mahrez had to do that step over and smack it.
Yeah, but again, you were literally saying that City team was one of the weakest City teams out there, bro. Yeah. That City team was.
But still, you have to give these lot credit for punching above their weight. They had Drinkwater,
and as I said,
Simpson, and Leonardo
João
and
Shinji
Akazaki.
Overdue a league title. Let's keep it real.
If you're talking pound for pound, the Arsenal team is so far better.
Okay, cool. If we're talking about pound for pound and like in terms of like the feel good factor, I can understand why people say Leicester City is like the greatest team.
That's why you have to take it. I think. I don't believe in pound for pound. I don't believe in pound for pound in football. But sometimes in situations like Leicester City, I think you have to take that into
I hear it.
But real quick. That Leicester City team had 2, arguably 3 world-class players.
Yeah, they had all-time Premier League.
Conte was world-class. Mahrez was world-class, and then Vardy for like 2
was just a gunman. He was
a
gunman.
Was a destroy. Like he was on smoke.
I wouldn't even say 2 years, bro. I'd say 4 or 5 years. I'd say 4 or 5 years after the Leicester City. Because Vardy won the Golden Boot in 1920.
One at a time, everyone's going.
And they had a like to put be honest, Claudio Ranieri has always been a very, very good coach. Like very underrated. I know he's the tinker man and stuff like that and all that stuff, but his reputation, like the fact that he was even at a club like Leicester was absolutely crazy. I mean, he was our manager that basically got us to the point where Roman bought the club.
Yeah. KG, that was the era when, because when people compare eras and say, "Oh, this era's football is better, the coaches are better." You had managers like Ranieri who had to coach at Leicester because there were better managers at the top clubs.
Yeah,
like, there was way better managers at these top clubs during that time. That it's like he has to coach. Even remember, Ancelotti came to our league and he was at Everton.
Yeah.
Let's also. I think we're a bit romanticizing this Leicester side in terms of at the time.
That's my whole point.
The season before, the season before they just survived relegation, right? At the time, Kante wasn't perceived as world class at the time.
Yeah.
Kante wasn't even in that team.
Kante
wasn't there yet, though.
Mahrez wasn't perceived as world class.
Yeah.
Vardy had done okay the previous season, but it's this season where he broke the goal scoring record. I think they caught lightning in a bottle. That's the term I use, right?
Yeah, they did.
And they took advantage. The problem is, if you actually look at previous seasons before the Liverpool Man City thing, that's what most league titles were. That there was just one good team and the rest were not that good.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Andrew, you're right. We all just got worse, which helped them. Like, we got so much worse.
But what I'm saying, if you even look at our title, if you look at most of our title wins,
why you didn't announce this
I think we had like one title proper.
Brock Lesnar retired.
I think that's one proper title race.
Shit!
That was with
actually announced
Man United.
Yeah.
That's the one proper. That's the one proper title race
Who
we've ever
retired?
had. You know what I mean?
Lesnar. R.I.P. Delap. Sorry, Safa.
I'm just saying, title races in the Premier League are few and far between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the region, like 5 years, there's been a couple, but even like the Man City Liverpool one, everyone goes on about. That was only really 2 years out of 5, and they were separated. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like they were battling all the season. Man City dominated that rivalry.
Nah, they were battling because City won. I think it was 3 titles or 4 by 1 point. If you win by 1 point, you're battling.
I think the best rivalry ever in the Premier League was probably Chelsea and United from 2005 to 2012. That was actually even. They both made Champions League finals. They both won European Cups. 1-1-3, 1-1-4. You know what I mean? Chelsea smacked them in the FA Cup final once. And yeah, you get me.
I would say it's Arsenal United of the late 90s, early 2000s. But I'm older though, Saeed, so you might not have.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Arsenal won 3 titles. Arsenal won 3 titles compared to what? United 6?
4 or 5. Yeah, in that time. Yeah.
But those guys never competed on the European stage.
They never competed on the European stage as well.
Yeah, I hear you. But I think
the difference is that we played every top 4 team in Europe at some point. Liverpool was semifinals a couple times. United was in the final.
Yeah.
Arsenal was in the semifinal. I think not semifinal, quarterfinal. The year I think Monaco won it. If I remember correctly, I think we beat Arsenal and then we lost to Monaco.
Yeah, we were in the semis.
Semis. Yeah. So I think you could argue that's the era of the Premier League with the most quality. Because if you do a Premier League starting lineup, all those players, 9 of those players are probably from that era, right?
100%.
Yeah, most probably from that time, that 02 to like 2010, 2012.
Yeah.
Probably that 10-year period was the greatest era in Premier League history and the most rivalry, blah, blah, blah.
And also, you have to remember what United and Chelsea were going up against in Europe at that time. Inter Milan was there. AC Milan was still there. Liverpool, I know they weren't that great.
Barcelona, they were all great. And we were beating them.
Barcelona was there. Barcelona was still there, and Liverpool, even though they were pretty poor in the league, they used to come alive in Champions League.
Europe,
You know what I mean? Like Dirk Kuyt would be moving like Iron Robin. These guys were a problem in Europe, but you see them in the league, they weren't doing too much. So yeah, I still think the highest level, in my opinion, I think it was United versus Chelsea, especially with Rooney, Ronaldo, Lampard, Drogba, that era.
Oh, 200%. That's why I always if you want me to be honest, I always have mad respect for United, like even to this day, because bro, the way that them man pushed us and we pushed them, like that was proper like Premier League rivalry. Like, proper Premier League.
Actually, no. I think
looked a little similar to the. I think it would have looked very similar to the Man City Liverpool if we did it.
Dare I say, I think it was better.
It's better than Man City Liverpool.
I honestly think it was better.
I'm saying in terms of the wins sharing, right? Man City won probably 6 or 7 to Liverpool's 2. It would have been that similar if one, we didn't fire managers every chance we fucking got, right? Which is a big part of the whole thing. Like we competed a whole league season with Avram Grant as manager. And lost by 2 points.
We almost won the Prem and we almost won the Champions League with that guy. That is crazy.
Now imagine if it wasn't Avram Grant and it was a manager who actually made fucking sense, right? For those years, we competed certain years with fucking.
Gus Hiddink came in 2009.
We gave up a lot of time.
But shall I be real? I was gonna say like Liverpool was good, but now I look back at I think Chelsea United was better. But bro, we nearly had a repeat of a Champions League final. You don't need to remember that. Not only did we meet in a Champions League final in a good game where it was won on penalties, we should have met the following year if it wasn't for that referee against Barcelona. We would have met in back-to-back finals.
No, I do not see a world where we lose 2 UCL finals to United.
I don't see that. I genuinely think that we would have. And you know that, the way we were smacking Barcelona.
I don't even want to think
we should have won in fucking Moscow. But
no, you know what it is.
That one there.
At least we did it in 2012, man. So
that made 2012 sweeter. That made 2012 sweeter.
It was character building, unfortunately. But you see, when people talk about the Man City Liverpool rivalry, I'll be honest, it's not a rivalry, it's a love fest. Please never call that shit a rivalry again. It's 2 people who sit there and be like, oh, no, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're amazing. No, you're... Shut up, man. It's not a rivalry. How can it be a rivalry when City won most of the titles anyway?
Yeah, at least Chelsea United was like 3-3 or 4-3 for titles.
You know what it's like? Let me give you an example. It's like, I don't know. Let me just think of someone. It's like if you have a boxer and he boxes a guy 10 times and they box each other in quick succession. So let's just say they have 10 fights in the space of 3 years. One guy wins 9 of them and another one wins 1 of them. And people are saying that's a rivalry. That's not a rivalry. That's a beatdown sesh.
I think what saves Liverpool is the fact. What saves Liverpool, in my opinion, is the fact that they got to 2 back-to-back Champions League finals. So. And they got 97 and 98 back to back.
97, bro. That's crazy.
That's good, bro, but in the grand scheme of things, you know what? I'm so happy you mentioned this. Liverpool are the greatest team to ever be bridesmaids in Premier League history. They have that title of the greatest ever bridesmaids.
Damn.
Well, you can't really call them a bridesmaid. In my opinion, I don't think you can call somebody a bridesmaid that literally won, bro. Against City when they were at their best.
One title.
They won two.
I'm not including the slot one though.
Okay, so it's just Klopp.
Listen. The facts are because people keep banging on about this nonsense of.
Even then, that's why I don't really know as much about this with the whole City pool thing, because it weren't City versus Liverpool for every one of those title races.
Exactly.
One was City Arsenal, another was City United, and 2 was City Liverpool.
Listen,
even Liverpool's first one, they were clear of City. They weren't in sight.
No, but Lewis, do you know what
they won the league in December?
This is why I'll never hear it, because you can never tell me it's a rivalry when one team not only did a 3-peat, they did a treble, and then guess what? On top of that, they went and did a 4-peat. Like in the process of this so-called rivalry, Manchester City arguably have a representative that could be put forward as the greatest Premier League side of all time. Multiple different times.
How is that the Arsenal's a stronger Premier League rivalry, I'd say, than that. Because all their title races were close.
Yeah. And they were nasty.
Chelsea United was only like 5-7 points, 3 points sometimes. It was tight.
That's another one. Even when Liverpool were above us and we finished third, I don't think we were far off either of them.
Yeah, and also 2010, it went to the last day of the season. We won by a point.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I think in terms of consistency, in terms of title races and rivalries, Chelsea's and United's is the best because it was the most consistent. Because if you go back to 04, 05, 06 wasn't that close. 06, 07, I think United won it with 2-3 games left to go. 07, 08 went to the final day.
No one cares about Nearly, man. Genuinely, no one
08, 09.
I think it's similar.
09, 010 was last day as well. 10, 11, I think United won it with like 2-3 games left as well. So if you look at consistency and you look at how close they were neck and neck, I think Chelsea were the most consistent. With City and Liverpool, I can only remember, I'd say 1 time or 2 times that, you know, it went. Actually, no, their one actually went to the final day like 3 times.
No, it went to the final
17.
day.
We
Yeah.
rarely
17, 18, 18, 19, and then 22, 23, no? Oh, actually, no,
18, 19, 18, 19.
24.
18, 19 was a very serious title race. I think that's when John
Yeah.
No,
that was crazy.
That's literally it. This is why I don't.
Ronaldo
I'll be honest.
I don't even think it's that like it's you can argue either, really. It is what it is. I just think if in the same boat that Liverpool and United had the same level of world-class manager in the fine margins, you know, Pep is better, so he won. In that same way, we would have whooped United's ass every time if we didn't fucking fuck our manager list up. Because it's the better midfield versus the better attack, right? That was the same thing with us versus Manchester United. Because they had Rooney, they had Tevez, they had Cristiano Ronaldo, they had Berbatov. You know, those guys, they had the better attack. Midfield was not even close. It wasn't comparable. They couldn't. Their midfield couldn't.
Our midfield was better, but they still had a very good midfield. Like they had Carrick, one of the most.
They still had Carrick, Scholes.
That was it. Scholes was 50 and played 12 games a year. What are you doing?
In 2008, Scholes was still good, bro. 2008, Scholes was elite. He was still great.
Yo, but 2008 midfield was ridiculous.
Then they had Hargreaves. They had Hargreaves. I remember.
Like, that's not. You can't compare it.
Yeah. Their midfield was good, but ours was elite with captains of countries. Like they were, and it was every profile you needed. Essien, Lampard, Ballack, Makelele was still there at that time. Deco came shortly after. Just ridiculous. Mikel was there to be the sort of the understudy, the cleanup guy.
Which I actually want to just say something as well. The fact that Mikel was an understudy. Let's be real. If Mikel was in this squad right now, like, bro, people would be saying he's better than Caicedo. Well, he's not better than Caicedo, but would actually have a large fan base saying that he's better than Caicedo. Yeah. Like the fact that he was understudy and he even wasn't good enough to like regularly start. That shows how crazy our midfield was back then, man. It was crazy.
But the Mikel thing was mad. But you see, like, with the Chelsea United thing, there's actually substance to it. Even the Arsenal Manchester United one, there's a little bit of substance to it. I just, you know, I hate when people try and group Man City and Liverpool together because it was never a close call. But
I think if you're talking about like the quality, the only thing that tarnishes the Liverpool City rivalry for me was the fact that it wasn't a nasty rivalry. Like they didn't hate each other like Arsenal and United did, like us and United. Yeah. But the quality of those teams, those Man City and those Liverpool teams, those teams can chat to any teams in the Premier League history.
Listen, no, the Liverpool team can't because do you know why? Because
bro, what are you talking about? Yo, they finished on 99 fucking points.
Listen,
2 back-to-back Champions League finals.
He hates Liverpool like that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He has to hate Liverpool. Come on, bro.
No, I hate Liverpool.
What are we doing, bro?
No. Listen, I do hate Liverpool. The City team, the City have the Centurions and the treble team, and they have a treble with a 4P in between it. Liverpool, with all due respect, in that 8-year span, won 2 league titles, won a Champions League, and then did fuck all else. In a few of them other seasons, they also finished 4th. So please.
Shall I be real?
You also proved another.
Let's use your boxing analogy, right? If these 2 guys, when they fight everybody else, they both whoop everybody else's ass. Yeah. So they always fight each other for the championship every year. Now, one guy probably just has like that knockout power, so it's an even boxing match. But he's if he catches them, he's gonna knock him out, and that's what happens, right? He catches them in the 11th round or 12th round every time. But they're the only 2 who can fight each other at a decent level at any point. That's what was happening. Those are the only teams that were even close to challenging for that league title.
Bro, Mane, Salah, Firmino was front 3 was on smoke. A prime Virgil van Dijk was crazy. Allison in goal was crazy. Their
Matip
fullbacks are
was
two.
good.
Their fullbacks are two of the best fullbacks that the league has ever seen.
Shall I be real? That
in
Liverpool
Trent.
team, you could argue that's top 3 Prem teams ever. The one that
Yo,
won the
they're
league
good.
in
Like,
December.
this is
The one that won the league in December. I swear to God, you can make the argument,
bro. And then a midfield of
bro, that team practically had no weaknesses. I've never seen a team win a league in December, bro. Let's not sugarcoat it. They won the league in fucking December. I've never seen that in my life.
We did that on the Conte, mate.
Listen, Chelsea.
And also remember, I don't think they lost the game until December, innit? And if you saw towards the back of that season, bro, they slowed down. They were losing games on purpose.
It was like February.
Yeah, but they were losing games on purpose though, and they still got 99 points. They could have easily smashed that 100 points record if they tried.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're the greatest Prem team of all time. I'm just saying the fact that Abs, you want to dismiss how good that Liverpool team was. Like, yo, sometimes you got to take your bias aside and just say, you know what? Just like when we were losing leagues to the United, those were great fucking United teams. Like,
yeah, I had to respect them.
Yeah,
you don't have to like them. You don't have to like them.
Liking them. It's not about liking them. I'm just gonna say it like this: that Liverpool team, especially under Klopp, they were brilliant. They were fantastic. Unfortunately, my brother, the main metric of measuring how great a team is your trophy count.
They won the 2 biggest trophies.
But their trophies, what? Their trophy count is that bad.
They won the 2 biggest trophies you can win.
I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this one more time.
Won it very convincingly.
No. Listen. I'm going to ask you this one more time because I mentioned it earlier. If you're in a so-called rivalry against a team and said team drops 100 points on your head, season after does a domestic treble, after that they win 4 in a row, and in the process win a treble, is that a rivalry? Yes or no?
No.
We're not talking about rivalries.
I see where you're coming down.
We're not talking about
that. We're just talking about that quality of the 1920 team. They just won the league in December, bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the rivalry.
No. We're just talking about that team. That team, in my opinion, is one of the greatest teams I've ever seen in my life. That team practically had no weaknesses. That team, bro, they had Alisson in goal. Yeah, one of the best keepers in Premier history. They had Van Dijk, which is probably one of the best centre-backs in Premier history. They had arguably the greatest front three. But me, I still think the United front three is the best front three I've ever seen. They had workhorses. They had underrated players like Gini Wijnaldum as well in that team. Like underrated
Henderson
quality.
as well. Don't disrespect
Henderson
was a leader.
bro.
They had leaders like Henderson, who's probably the worst player in the team, but you get what I mean. You get me? And bro, that team just had quality.
They were just a complete team. Like they had everything you needed. And if you want to say who at that time was better to actually watch, was it Pep Guardiola and tiki-taka, all passing and all that stuff? Liverpool was so much more exciting to watch. Like fast-paced.
Liverpool was a lot more rock and roll.
Yeah, like it.
Rock and
roll. I mean, I
always
always
up and down.
I always thought it was.
Speaking of, let's transition back to Chelsea for just a little bit, right? How is our midfield going to cope next year?
We're not going to cope unless we get some midfielders. We're not going to get a cope unless we get some midfielders.
It really depends on what we've got by the time we get in there. Like, we still want Alex Scott, but nothing's really progressed there. And Chelsea are now annoyed with the way Bournemouth are handling things.
I just don't think Chelsea. I think we're just. I want Wharton, but I don't think the club is going to pay 110 million for Wharton.
Yeah, Wharton.
Unless we get rid of
midfielders, don't worry.
Hold on though. Like, I haven't heard from Smokey yet. So big up Smokey. But what are you thinking, bro?
Okay, let me start off with Pedro Neto. Listen, I
Do
don't
your
know what.
Go for everything.
I don't know what either City or Spurs see in this guy, but run me the piece. Run me the piece, man.
Yes, my brother.
Get this guy out of here. And in terms of the midfield, bro, we'll get midfielders, man. I ain't worried about that, bro. I think we'll get the midfielders we need, bro.
Yeah, I think we've already got money reserved for the midfield position, and that's been shown from the Alex Scott bid. To what level, we don't know, but like it's Alex Scott or someone of a similar profile. So I do think like we're not finished yet with the midfield to even like be worried to a point. Yeah, it just depends.
So does Enzo in this scenario that you're mentioning, does Enzo stay or does he go?
Who knows?
Alex Scott not dependent on Enzo. It's more Wharton.
No, but wait, but Lewis, I heard that Wharton's our number one target, and if Enzo was to leave, we get Scott. But Wharton's the number one target.
No, I heard it was like Scott's not involved in that because he's the Santos replacement. and then Wharton's who we move for if Enzo leaves.
I thought it's the opposite way. I thought we move for Scott if Enzo leaves.
Nah.
Wharton's and okay.
Scott's idea for Santos, and Asugo's going on loan with Henderson being the replacement.
But listen,
So
if we get both
drop,
of those two, we're good. If we get both of Wharton and
Well,
Scott,
so what's the price that
think
they
the
want
midfield's
for
fine.
a Santos replacement?
I think Bournemouth just don't really want to sell, but probably around 90, 100.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Midfield market is disgusting.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
That's
midfield
good.
market, bro.
Yeah.
But do you know what's crazy, right?
No, man, you don't gotta. Because if you don't, to me, it makes zero sense. No one is to buy Scott for 90 million. It's crazy.
I'll be real. If you're gonna do that, bro,
It just doesn't make sense.
It's with the long term in mind.
Bro, if they're willing to spend 90
term of
million,
what, though?
Chabiro, if they're willing to spend 90 million on Alex Scott, I'll tell you what they should do. Go sell Joshua Tranquil for 20 million, add 20 million to that 90 and go buy Adam Wharton. That's what they should do.
I'm fine with that because seeing as Enzo already plays further forward for us anyway, it don't really make too much of a difference.
But do you know what's even mad though?
Who says we can't get both?
Midfield depth strong for when we're back in champs and we have multiple games a week and we can't rotate too heavily.
But Smokey, look at what you're
Who
saying.
says we can't
right?
get
you
both?
You can say it's the midfield market, but if you say we get both, you know Wharton's going to cost over 100 mil. So you're going to have 100 mil midfielders and a 90 mil midfielder on the bench.
What happened?
But that's if I'm saying if Enzo were to leave, I only see us getting both if Enzo leaves. But I think we'll get one of them. But if Enzo leaves,
What happens if
I
Lavia
think we
leaves?
get both.
What do we do if Lavia leaves? Besides,
Lavia ain't leaving.
Do you know what? Do you know what I was just
Lavia
about to
ain't
say,
leaving.
bro? Do you know what I was even just about to say? Because I think City are looking to sell Reinders. Now, I know Reinders didn't have the best end of the season, but let's be real. If Reinders was in our midfield, he'd be like...
No. I'm tired of being a rehab station for these guys. We're not at that stage, man. I can't take that risk.
Reinders in the midfield would automatically make the midfield a lot better because he's basically an Enzo, but he can actually do a job as a midfielder. Like he's someone that's...
I don't want you saying that.
He's bad off the
based on his last year in the Premier League? Is that what we're basing this on? Are we basing this?
No, if let's say Enzo was to leave, if Enzo was to leave, that's just a shout, innit? Like Reinders is there, like I think City was selling him on a cheap. Like, you know, I feel like
why was City selling him on a cheap though? They just got him.
I know, and I'm surprised, bro. That's what I'm saying. He didn't have the best end of the season, but the way he started the season right up until December, there's no way you're telling me like my man just became a bum overnight. Like
you know who a bum? He's not a bum, Casey. He's not a bum. But the thing is, I think there's better players that we can go get that suit our system better as well. For
He's
example,
probably on crazy wages too.
And for example, also if we were to, if Xavi wants to go to a back three system, he's not playing at all. He's not playing. No chance. He can't play in a double pivot. He can't play in a double pivot. He's not going to play in one of the two twin 10 roles because we got better quality there in terms of attacking quality. And also, if we were to play a midfield three, bro, as much as I like Reinders, like I'd rather see Cole Palmer in that 10. What's the point of having?
I just looked it up. Fair enough, man.
I just looked it up.
I put it out there, bro, because I was just thinking like,
I just looked it up. Reinders is on $230 a week.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that was nice.
City pay mad wages.
I'll be honest with you. My number one like Santos replacement would definitely not be Adam Scott. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a bad fit for us. Mine would be Kone. I think Kone is the one player that could come in.
He's injury prone though, bro. My man,
yeah,
is getting injured, and I can't have another Lavia. I can't have another Lavia, bro.
Just to add on Manu Kone, Chelsea have been watching him this summer. They do have interest in Kone as well. Yeah. That's been something.
I just think like so for me, what I want. So if we're gonna play a double pivot next year, I'm thinking about which midfielder complements Caicedo the best, and which one doesn't leave.
That's Adam Wharton.
It doesn't leave Caicedo either exposed or makes Caicedo have to do too much, like an Enzo, right? Like we know Enzo's not a bad midfielder.
If you're talking about ideal fit,
yeah. So like, I would want Kone.
It's not to say I'm against Wharton in any way. I just think a bit more experience, a bit more of like physical, and I just feel like that.
Yeah,
pivot
but
I think you could get Kone for 50.
Yeah.
And then I think so. That's the Santos money. And I think if you really want Wharton, you can go out there and get Wharton. And then because for me, I've kicked the tires already on Lavia. Like I don't believe in Lavia the player, and I don't even think his talent, what we've seen of it at Chelsea, has me like, oh, we can't sell this guy because if he does get over his injury issues, I don't.
Had a lot of bad games. You know, Lavia's had a lot of bad games.
I just don't.
People need to stop moving.
Because he's been out for so long, he can't even just come back on the same wavelength as before because he just don't play football.
But Lewis, that's my problem. He comes back where.
Yeah.
Sorry, I understand the Reece chain, but we just, even when Reece was injury prone and like dying out here, we just had a bit more of a body of work to go.
Yeah, Reece is generally a world class player when he's available, and Lavia isn't that. Lavia has great games against Liverpool, and he was okay against other big teams like City. That first game of Maresca's tenure and things like that. But I just don't think. I look at him and I'm like, other than his ability to wiggle out of trouble and to be a little bit press resistant, he's not good in the final third. He's not good defensively. He's
got no shot on him. He's got
no end product. He's just a very good eye test midfielder.
He's a pure six.
Yeah, he can drop the shoulder and stuff like that. But
I'll be real. I haven't seen him. I've never seen. Aside from Liverpool when they were like drunk and they just won the league, I haven't seen him run a game too much. Like absolutely boss it. Like for example,
because he hasn't been able to play. He hasn't been able to play games. So he's gonna get worse. He's just getting worse. That's just the reality. He's stagnating.
People need to realize that this guy isn't gonna come back and walk on water.
Like the start of Maresca 24-25, he looked very good. I remember when we lost 2-0 to Man City on the opening day. He was our best player. There was little things.
He was good. He played well against Spurs.
But everyone knows I'm so patient with injury-prone players. If you can show me quality. Lavia's, I can't lie, it's a piss take. It's just
you're a better man than me.
3 years, mate.
You're a better man than me. For me, availability is the best ability. That's what they always say, bro. There's a reason why, unfortunately, the academy kids that have got all the talent in the world, they don't get their first professional contract. 9 out of 10 times it's because you're always injured. Bro, football's a very cutthroat business. Like, as for as much talent as you have, you're not playing. What's the point of us keeping you around? That's my issue. And that's why
I get that. The financial side, it just doesn't hit Chelsea like that because he's on low wages and no one's going to pay money for him with his record anyway.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't mind it.
But Lewis, it's not about the financial side. Right now, he's supposed to be the third midfielder off the bench. That's his current role.
Yeah, I was answering his points about like availability is the best ability. That's why I was like, I'm not pushing too much for him, but I get what you're saying.
If you want to keep Lavia as like a side project that doesn't count to the count of midfielders, you can do that. I don't care.
Boys, shall I be real? This Lavia conversation, shall I be real? As much as I like having, I think it's just like it's not even necessary because he's not getting sold. No club is going to buy a player that's been injured.
Monaco's rumored.
Don't say it's pointless because
no. Monaco was a link from months ago and that never. Just miles back. They brought a replacement.
You will never ever be able to move an injured player on, especially a player like Romeo Lavia, who hasn't completed a start in 3 years. He hasn't done 9 minutes in 3 years, and he left at the end of the season. He was injured, same as the season before that. No one's gonna put money down on this kid, and I think they would want to see him play about maybe a few 90 minutes before they put that money into him. Because like, what's the point of investing something that's not going to be, you're not gonna have? Why would you invest in a tool that you're never gonna be able to use? Football clubs look at this. I feel like maybe if we can move on in January or the following year, I'm good with that. But the first thing that needs to happen is that little fatty in midfield needs to leave my football club, innit? That fatty in midfield. I've had enough of him. I want him gone. And I swear to God, listen, let me tell you one more thing. I swear to God, if that vice captaincy doesn't get stripped of him, we are bitches. We are complete and utter bitches. If that vice captaincy does not get stripped from this guy that's been twerking for a move, that gave us an ultimatum, when he's been shit this whole season, saying I need to see how things go. Bro, we've watched you for 3 years and you haven't been that good.
Wait, guys, quickly. Are we all Enzo out right now? Are we all Enzo out, or some of us?
I
some
will
of us
drive
still.
him. I will drive him to
I'd say
Spain.
Lewin.
I will drive him to Spain.
I think
tell
for
him.
me, Enzo will want to leave us for Madrid at some point, so you might as well just accelerate it now and get all.
No, but then again, Madrid have come forward and said they don't want him in it. So
No, but
I
like,
actually like Lewis. As much as I like him,
no, wait,
as much as I like him, for me, it's like if you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there, innit? So
no, it's not even that. It's a tactic from Madrid. They do that all the time. They did it with Mbappe. They even did it back in the day with what's his name, David Beckham. They love going in for players and then dropping back out, unsettling things, and then coming back in again. And that's why I think this is. They're defo got some interest in Enzo. They just want the valuation to drop.
I'll sell him for a pack of Doritos. I'll sell him for a pack of Doritos.
I want money for him because if he goes to Madrid, he will cook in La Liga. Because
no, but genuinely though, as much as he said. As much as he said what he said and stuff, with Enzo, we are going to miss goals in midfield. You know what I mean? Because let's be real. We've got Palmer. It's Palmer, João Pedro. The rest of them all shit around him. Do you know what I mean? The rest of them all shit in terms of getting goals and assists.
He got 2 goals.
Yeah, but instead of like on the actual wearing the actual shirt, the only ones we've seen proven is Pedro and Palmer. So we are going to miss Enzo's goals.
Man, it's true.
Even if it's 10, 12 goals this season, it's big. Do you know what I mean?
It's true. He had big goals. Like he had 10 goals and like 8 assists in the league last year. So this isn't me. Like I think we need to get rid of him because he's not a good fit for how we want to play in this league. If we want to play with 2 midfielders, but what's your name again, bro?
Links.
But what Links is saying is absolute. Like you can't deny that. Like he got a lot of G&A for us last year, and you're gonna need to replace that with somebody that can also contribute towards that G&A. And yes, you would expect a Palmer to take the next, to get back on his.
I'll be honest.
You'd expect Esteval to increase his output. You'd expect that we actually get output from the left-hand side.
Just one thing. Because like on the point about Enzo and the goals, I do get that you need to replace, but there's also like his goals started getting more important when Palmer started falling.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
exactly.
I agree with you, Smokey. The goals will come from Morgan Rogers being put into this squad, Esteval getting more minutes, and Palmer just patterning up and doing your job.
That's true. Like he's going to score a lot of goals because Gittins and Garnacho are there, and João Pedro at the first half of the season only scored 4 goals, and Delap was there. Where else are the goals going to come from?
From what we see now, though,
score goals.
If we do get rid of Enzo, from what we see now, it's going to be Alex Scott.
Yeah.
Can you not personally?
No. Listen, this is what happens. Yeah, our defense is going to be better next season. I truly believe that because I think we'll get another centre back in, and I think
we need a 6. I think we need a 6. I think we need a 6, man.
I think we also get a midfielder in. So I think defensively and seeing our games will be much better. So Enzo Fernandez, we would have needed him if we were going to be doing what we were doing last season, which is conceding a lot of goals and turning it into a shootout where you have to score more than the opposition because we got tossing at the back. You're going to concede every game. This is going to happen. But I feel like under Xavi's system, we'll concede a lot less goals and you won't need to score 3 goals every game.
Hopefully, bro. But I feel like us Chelsea fans,
man, you need goals. You need.
No, but you know what it is.
You never.
But the goals are going to come from other places. The goals are going to come from João Pedro.
I agree.
Welbeck. I think Welbeck will get 5 goals in the league next season.
In theory, yes. In theory, yes.
Yeah, he'll get more. He'll play more games.
Been penalties. Listen, a lot of Enzo's goals have been penalties, especially in the league. He scores a lot of penalties. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to think as well. It's like he's a big moment player. He stepped up in big moments as well. We can't forget that. Do you know what I mean? There's been moments when it's like, you know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
And
but like,
especially as Chelsea fans, we talk about experience. Like he's one of the main ones. You know what I mean? When it comes to experience and actually stepping up to the plate when we need him to, he has. It's just them shit games where like a Brentford away and these games like that, he struggles. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. If Enzo does
my issue with him is that he gets overrun in midfield. He
does
boss that midfield. He doesn't boss that midfield. He constantly loses a midfield battle and scores a goal, and then everybody lets that performance slip over.
Can I be honest? Yeah.
The reason why we have a lack of control in games is because of that man. A reason why Caicedo gets a lot of yellow cards is because of that man. Because he's up there.
I'll be honest.
Bro. He's moving like a pensioner when he's running backwards. I've seen him in the stadium.
You can probably tell by now, innit? I'm a big Enzo fan, but the only thing I'll say, the criticism I'll give him, is when we're on a counter-attack and he's leading the counter-attack, but he's so slow, it's like, he's going to get caught up. That's the one thing that pisses me off with Enzo Fernandez.
He's not a good ball carrier either.
He's not a good ball carrier. That's one thing. That's one thing I'll say.
I think he can only really be like a great asset for us in the 6, but you're going to need somebody else that can like sit there and do the defensive work for it.
And I don't think that's Caicedo. I think Caicedo's done a good job at a 6th position, but we need someone to cover the defense. We're quick to blame the defense all the time, which is obviously right because the defenders we have aren't great, but we need that 6 to protect the defense. Caicedo's done his best, but he's more box to box, I think, in my opinion.
You see, he can't do box to box, but because Enzo can't defend,
It's just the balance. The balance of the team is completely off. The balance is off. It's off. I'll tell you now, you will never win a Premier League title with Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez in your starting 11. You will never win it.
Defensively, too volatile.
No. You will never win it. You will never win it. Impossible. They're not Xavi and Iniesta where they can run a game, innit? Yeah, those guys are the biggest athletes, but they can boss a game because they're just too technically gifted. These guys ain't. They get overrun as what you're in the Premier League. You are going to get overrun if you.
I don't agree with
they ain't got.
Well, you will never win this because I've seen us win league titles with significantly players.
Okay. I'll say it again. You will never win.
It's all about the balance of your midfield, right?
Like who?
Yeah, he's saying this then.
Yeah, even as far as I think we can, but we can't win it with both of them in the midfield.
I'll tell you,
different manager.
Bro, you could bring Ruud Gullit back, in the 80s when he was fit. I promise you, if those two are playing, you will not win a league title.
If those two are playing in your midfield, you're too open. You're always going to be way too open. That's just the reality of it, right?
At times, though.
Now, if you want to play both of them at the same time, then Palmer got to do the right way. You have to go right wing shit. Or you got to play a 5 at the back.
I think you know what it is, right? I think you know what it is, right? The problem with Enzo is just, I think we spoke about it earlier, it's just a physicality issue. I think he has the determination to do it, but he's just not, he hasn't got the physical traits in order to play in the Premier League, and that's okay because
he does have the physical traits.
No, he doesn't.
Pick up Randall as well, man.
He cannot. As Saeed said, he cannot run a midfield. He like when he tries to start attacks, he's very, very slow. Like,
that's one thing.
He's actually trying to run, but he's not. Like, bro, it looks like he's struggling. It looks like bro. It literally looks like he has. It literally looks like he's got 50 kg weights around his ankles when he tries to run.
Let's just say how it is. He's running.
Determination is there. But
he's running. You know how he runs, Casey? He runs like a woman who just had a C-section. That's what
I'm saying, bro. Bro, the determination is there, but the engine isn't there. That's why I think who said it? I can't remember who said it, but if you're to put him in the La Liga or Serie A, he's cooking. That guy is cooking. That guy is getting the same hype as McTominay, even more. Because we saw what happened with McTominay. The minute that you took McTominay out of a more fast-paced league and you put him in Serie A, people were calling him the best player in Serie A. When he's getting Serie A player of the season and he's finishing in 15, 16 for the Ballon d'Or, then bro, like if you're to put Enzo in that league, bro, Enzo, like in 2-3 years
currently right now though, who's buying him? Who would you say buying him? Because I don't know.
Can afford that. Only Madrid can afford that. I don't know. Low-key, PSG, if they were to get rid of Fabian Ruiz, I could see them maybe doing something there.
Yeah, but you see what it is. But you see, Fabian Ruiz can actually like consistently make passes. Enzo, yes, he has games when he can do that, but more time when he's on the ball and he tries to make that diagonal passes and them forward passes, it's stinky.
I think Enzo's a better midfielder than Fabian Ruiz. I just think Fabian
100%.
I just think Fabian. I just think. Listen to my point. I just think Fabian Ruiz is in a perfect system in club football.
That suits him 100%. Guys, what are we doing here?
That brings out all of his qualities, but doesn't hide his
What do you guys mean? What do you mean he's nowhere near Fabian Ruiz? The problem with Enzo, as we always said, is this: he's not a consistent player.
Bro, he's not as a footballer.
So inconsistent in the way that he plays. But the difference between I don't compare Sideman to like the main character in your midfield. You know what I mean? Like Fabian Ruiz is not asked to carry that fucking team.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, that's why I say he's not.
He's a system. He's in that good system. He's a system guy. He does his job very, very well.
Bro, Fabian Ruiz. You know Fabian Ruiz. Hold on, wait. You know Fabian Ruiz was one of the main players at Napoli. And he's like one of their main key players. Like, okay, cool, they didn't win the title, but they will consistently finish.
He's not a bad player. Like,
he's a good player. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player. Fabio Ruiz is very different than what you're asking of Enzo.
Yeah. Like,
you're asking of the same things in both.
Put it this way, I think you'd have more control of a game with Fabio Ruiz than Enzo.
100%. Yeah.
Control of a game.
And listen, I actually highly rate Enzo. Like, I really do like Enzo. I'm on the side of like, I really do like Enzo, innit?
I don't hear it personally, man. I don't hear it personally.
We just have to be real, innit? We just have to be real.
I think we're taking the piss out of Enzo's ability, you know.
Like, exactly.
At this point, we're taking the piss out of Enzo's ability.
No. Listen, let's be real. Let's be real. A, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah, because there's a few men that don't like him. That's the difference.
That's what
I'm a big Enzo fan, but like, obviously, I hear why fans want him out, but just. We've literally just said the only thing that's pulls Enzo's games back is his physicality, and we've all admitted that. But to say Ruiz is better is nah.
But Ruiz as a midfielder is better.
I don't think it's his physicality that's preventing
comparing Enzo to Fabian Ruiz is diabolical.
No, but I'm saying as a midfielder, like midfielder, if you're looking at a list of midfielder, like what you want a midfielder to do.
I don't know if I can hear
Ruiz is a better midfielder.
It's the phone. Refresh.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just letting them finish their thought.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
To me, the only thing Fabian Ruiz has over Enzo is
I do hope Neto leaves, you know.
Is more press resistant. That's the only thing. You
can
get
it's not only that.
Hold on, try refresh links. I don't think you can hear through the others. So what happens when you're on your phone? Sometimes StreamYard fucks up.
Who, me?
He's just a consistent.
No, not you.
Mid. That's what I see from Fabio Ruiz.
He's a solid. He's a 6 out of 10 every game. 6, 7 out of 10.
There's a reason why he was starting
Hold up. Let me ask a question. What can Enzo do with the ball better than Fabian Ruiz? Please tell me.
Score goals.
Yeah, really?
Yes. That's not
in
even
terms of what they can do with the football playmaking.
Smokey, when's the last time you've seen Fabian Ruiz
as well?
Other than that Champions League final? And when's the last time? Oh shit! What happened to Smokey?
Yeah,
he's on the phone as well.
StreamYard
is awful when you use the phones. I don't know what.
Using the phone is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
But either way, my whole thing is I just think there's a certain care that players should take into their development that I don't.
Big up CB for the raids. Big up.
Do I think he can't become a player who is a lot more consistent than Fabian Ruiz? No, I think he can become that. But it's not because he's not physical enough. It's because it fucking doesn't. Like, his scanning is so terrible. I don't know if people notice that. We've had players who are chubby, or players who aren't that fast, or whatever you want to call it. Mikel was slow as hell.
You just mentioned that, bro. His awareness in terms of...
But did Mikel need, every time he got the ball, he took 20 minutes because he was bodying somebody. No, that's not how he played.
I think that's another fault in his game as well. I can't trust Enzo to play alone 6.
Yeah. You don't want to give Enzo the ball. You don't want to give Enzo the ball when he's got his back, like when
back to goal. Yeah.
That's not looking. That's looking after he gets the ball. Now he's looking for where I'm going to make the pass. That's why it takes him so long.
Yeah, but that's my biggest problem with him.
You can practice that. That's something that you can practice and work on, and he's not working on it. That's not have to do with his physical traits. 100%. You shouldn't have to dribble players every time you get the ball. Like 100%. Sometimes as a midfielder, scan. Absolutely. He doesn't do that.
Daniel, what does Enzo do every time you give the ball to him under pressure? He shields and he falls.
He shields, he borrows, he falls over.
Exactly.
Like sometimes you expect him to, because he knows he should know his physical limitations, and you should be scanning and know what the next pass is before you get the ball.
Yeah, you
and that is something that Ruiz does all the time.
And that's something that he can get better at, right?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it's not a physical. If it's what's the physical thing, he doesn't get bullied off the ball. He just takes too long on the ball all the time. Taking forever.
He does the running too. Like that's not like apart from that one brief period where he was like a little injury prone and he had like it was growing injury, right? Or a hernia or something like that.
Yeah.
Enzo covers a lot of ground.
He's got heart. I think that's one thing we can't fault. He's got heart. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he gets stuck in.
Especially times like that. I remember that season as well. That's Poch, right? If I'm not mistaken. Poch season.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And like that Carabao Cup final we did against Liverpool, you could tell the players that shit themselves and the players that stepped up. He was one of them that stepped up. Do you know what I mean? It's just that the fucking idiots like Gallagher messed up for us, but
yeah.
He's got a hard
I don't think.
I get your argument on Enzo, Lola. We've had a few Enzo fans come on here, but like you've been the most reasonable one, I'd say.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like I don't think, like what we said, I don't think any of us think that Enzo's a bad player because you don't want what we want to sell Enzo for if you consider that a bad player. But for me, it's just I've seen him too many times under too many different managers, under too many different systems to think that he would be a good complement to who I think is a better midfielder in Caicedo. So I just want, if that means it's somebody with a name that's not as his name's not ringing out like Enzo's name and he's not as popular, I'm okay with that as pending it's the right fit.
I think like what I said earlier, if we do sell Enzo, I think the replacement we get has to be a big six. You know, like Matic type player. That's what I think. That's what we need. Just a six to sit there and then let Caicedo go up and down.
That's why I like Tony, because I think the best version of Caicedo is the Ecuador version of Caicedo, where he's box to box, he's on the ball, he can shoot from range. He's got a very good lofted pass over the top.
The player that you should be going for is the player that we've been arguing about. It's Ruiz. That's what you should be going for.
I doubt it. He's in the start 11, right?
No, he's won everything.
He's on his last legs, man.
He's 29 years old. What do you mean he's on his last legs? He's 29.
Bro, the way he plays, bro, I just don't want him, that sort of player, to be with Caicedo. I feel like there's better options that are available that we can get right now.
Like who?
That sort of player was the backbone of Spain winning the Euros and winning.
Rodri was.
He's literally won everything.
Actually, to be fair, in the Euros he was a better player. He played better than Rodri. In the Euros, he played better than Rodri. I'll give him that. But personally, I think that players like Adam Morton. Hold on, what did you say?
At the World Cup.
At the
World Cup, yeah, he was very good. Yeah, he was very good in the World Cup. He was very good in the World Cup. He was very good in the World Cup. But me personally, I think
he's not going to be better than Caicedo either. But he allows those guys to do what they do because he's so solid.
If you're asking me who's the better fit, for Caicedo, and we can get a Premier League midfielder, if we can get out of Morton, and I think he's better. I think he would be better for Caicedo. I think that would be a better fit, and that would be money better spent. And if Arsenal keep taking along with Bruno G, I haven't really been on Twitter today or yesterday. If we can sweep in and get that, I don't mind that either. I like Ruiz, but
don't get me wrong.
Ruiz I wouldn't want to see Ruiz starting. I wouldn't want Ruiz starting 38 games for Chelsea in the Premier League, personally. If we can get Ruiz as a plus, I'll take him. But I wouldn't want him as a starter.
I don't think there's anybody. Bro, you know a shout, and I just seen it from one of the comments, and
that's crazy that you guys are saying that.
And I can't even believe I've even forgotten about him, or everyone has. But Stiller out of Stuttgart.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want nobody.
Bro, I've watched a couple. This guy, I kid you not, he's basically
I only just look at the forward side.
Like that guy is literally the baby Cruz. And Cruz was one of the best sixes in our game, innit? My man, he always made the right pass. Like Stiller and Morton, there's actually no difference between them two. But the difference is Stiller would actually be a lot cheaper than an Adam Morton, because obviously everyone knows Adam Morton, innit? Stiller, I think, should have been on the Germany squad, but I think he was injured, so he didn't get on. But I watched Stiller a couple games in the Europa League and the Bundesliga. I can't lie. I think we should go in for him. I think he would be a very, very smart signing. And Madrid have been keeping tabs on him as well.
No.
Madrid have been keeping tabs on him as well. Madrid have been keeping tabs on him as well.
Oh, I'm not saying Stiller's a bad player. I just personally, I just don't want any Bundesliga.
It's been good chatting, bro. Take care, man.
Love, bro.
Yeah, I'm not interested in Stiller, bro.
Yeah, obviously, because you guys haven't watched them.
Yo, DM me on Twitter. Your last account got banned.
But for me,
how many games have you watched of him though to really say if he's going to be
a good 5-6 games? Because the Europa League.
You think that's enough games?
Pardon?
Do you think that's enough games?
I mean, from the games that I'd seen, the 5-6 games, I thought I would have seen at least a garbage game or something. From what I've seen from the 5-6 games, he was the perfect six.
Well, you can't control that. Maybe after the 2 games after that, he had his worst game of all time, or 3 games after that, he was really mid.
Which is
or 4 games after that, he was also
why I
trash
said
again.
like it's a
you gotta,
possibility, innit?
no scout can like write a scout report on a player after 5 games and come back to the club like, hey man, I watched 5 games in a row.
How would you not feel if it was to be?
To be what?
It's Mike.
Oh shit! Links,
You
I don't
know
know what happened to your mic mid-sentence. It just broke up like
cut out.
mad. Try refresh again, please.
You know what scares me about Stiller is that his name has been being mentioned for the last
Well,
like
let me
2
see
years,
what I can do.
and no big club nobody has said, you know, I'm
Try
gonna put
now.
the money down and got him. Like I feel like and look, this is me saying I've seen Stiller play maybe 290s, so I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know the player inside and out. I'm just saying everybody knows, like when you see the FBREF like pie charts and all that shit, and you see Stiller's passing is off the charts, and you hear about him and you're like, okay, all right, he's obviously got like a couple of really good traits on paper. Why hasn't anybody gone out there and said, you know what, let's get him? I've seen United link with him. I've seen Liverpool linked with him. I'm just like, if he's that guy, I feel like somebody would have gone and put the money down and got him out of the Bundesliga. Stuttgart, right?
Yeah, Stuttgart.
Yeah, Stuttgart.
Which and again, that's a valid point in it, and that's the same question I was asking myself. Like, why hasn't my man like not been bought yet? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's even the same thing you can even say to a degree with Wadi. Like, it's only right now that Wadi's getting linked to City, but if you've watched Buddy for a while, which I have as well, like the first game I watched him was Real Madrid Champions League. He was 18 years old, absolutely bossed the midfield, one man of the match in it. I thought from then he'd get some links in it, but it's only really just now after the World Cup he's getting links. So these things, it's like, you know, it's like, bro, why is it only now that certain man are getting links in it? Like, it's a bit weird.
Daniel, who's your
Right, Smokey? No worries. Take care, man. Let's jump in on anyway.
Daniel, who's your ideal fit next to Caicedo?
Realistically, or like my perfect fit?
Nah, like obtainable.
I guess Wharton. Would be. He'd
be my number 2 choice.
He hasn't developed enough, right? And it just depends on what you mean by like obtainable. That we can sign him, or the club's going to go for him. Because I would go back to that Ruiz shot. I want somebody who's experienced and who's going to give me a 7.5 every single game, no matter what happens. Maybe he's never going to give me a 10. He's probably never going to give me a 9.
Yeah.
But that 7.5 is so useful in allowing the player next to you to give you those like 10s.
I hear you.
Allow Caicedo to like, and that's what I think those are the holes that we want to plug. We're trying to plug it with guys like Henderson, but that's to me, that's not a, you know, that's not going to play out fully on the pitch. On the pitch, it's players like that I really want to make these guys better. And I'd have never gotten rid of Santos off the bench as the third.
Yeah, me either.
Third mid. I'd have never done that. But that's what they've done now. And to replace him, you're getting Scott. So if that's what if that's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. But for me, that's like that'd be what I would do. What the opposite there with Enzo is, for what it's worth, he has a lot of chemistry with Caicedo. He's played with him for 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
So you're losing, there's a certain level of chemistry that you're like losing, there's a certain level of like togetherness that maybe playing under a top coach can take him to a different level, can iron out some of the inconsistencies in his game. I don't know. You know what I mean? But he does want to leave. So if that's the case, out of the options that I'm hearing, I would go for Wharton.
I hear you. Yeah, for me, like it's such a different like Wharton and Kone, because those are my two preferential like partners for Caicedo, but there's such different profiles, right? Like Kone is the physical, can do the defensive side that Wharton can't, but Wharton's got the passing that Kone doesn't. And so I'm like, I'd be happy with either one of them, but I'm real curious to see how the club moves and who is that Caicedo partner. If we even play with a double pivot, who knows? Maybe we Javi shocks everybody and we play with a back four and with a midfield of 3 or mid. I don't know. We'll see.
No, but I think even if it's a midfield 3, as he's been doing during these games, the midfield 3, has been with a number 10. So inadvertently, just becomes a 4-2-3-1. Whether it's a 3 at the back or 4, it seems like it's going to be that midfield too.
Yeah.
And if it's that midfield too, it's like you get different benefits from different players. For me, because Wharton is so cultured on the ball, right, and he has the other elements. I feel like a good manager can get you some of these other elements as a traditional DM.
You
know, he gets better with that.
I think like not to sorry to cut you off, Dan, but I agreed, and I think part of what you're saying is like it's easier to become better off the ball. Like you can coach that more than to become a passer like Wharton is, if that's what you're
to develop that technical ability to be able to pass the ball, to know where, like, because he finds certain passes that is just not like a general. He's executing a regular pass A plus. No, he's finding these passes that you can say, okay, this is worth us putting money in and developing him because he has this passing ability. And just have the manager work with him on his fucking defensive awareness, being able to track his, track players and things like that, which I think you can get better at. Like, this is why we hire coaches, to get you better at those kind of things. So I can do that with him. Kone has a very strong physical base, one, and I think he's further along in terms of being able to fit into a team, because seeing him play for France was like, okay, I think this is like he kind of gets where he needs to be, but I think he's limited on the ball.
I agree with
I don't think he's limited. 100%. But you would take the opposite, and if he was always fit, now I'm hearing he's injury prone and all that. I don't like. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to play to get better. You have to have the pressure. You have to play certain games. Like, you can't do that. Come in, not have the pressure. Like, you have to do that to play. So when you guys mention certain guys who are injury prone, I'm just off it. Like, even if this guy might have less talent, if he's able to play 50 games over the next 18 months, he's going to end up being better. Like, Emerson isn't the best there is, but he's played how many games over the last couple of years? This happens with, like, there's a formula here. You play as many games as possible, right? As a young English center mid, you're going to get a call up. And then you see what you do.
That's my biggest issue with Kone is, like, obviously we've seen what he done at the World Cup, but it's just the injuries, man. Because listen, we've had Lavia around and Reece James to, like, okay, let me not say Reece James, but like just injury prone players are my biggest.
You absolutely put Reece in that list.
So it's like it's really frustrating because it's like we know how talented you are, but if you're not playing, what's the point of having you in it? And everyone wants Lavia out. So imagine we're replacing one injury prone player with another injury prone player.
But you know though, to counter your argument, to counter that argument though, they're not. I just looked up Kone's injury history. His injury history, nobody's injury history chats to Lavia's. Like, Lavia is like, he is the extreme. He's the extreme of the extreme.
He's a case study, bro. That's a case study. That's a case study that has to be done at unis, because the way he's always getting injured, it's crazy. Like the fact that he hasn't completed 190 minutes in 3 years and deep it. Like, let's just deep it for a second, right? Colwell had an ACL injury. He came back and was able to complete 3 games, full 90 minutes. Telling me Lavia couldn't complete, like, let's be real.
Like not even
compare Lavia to anyone when it comes to injury.
Like, he couldn't even do a 90 in like the Conference League. He couldn't do it in any of the domestic cups.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And this is the guy who's supposed to be my third option.
I know, bro. It's like,
but even then, though, even then, even if he is fit, he's not what we need in terms of like profile, because I keep saying we need a 6 personally. He's more we got him to replace Kovacic, if you remember. Like, we got him to replace Kovacic, and then we got I think it was Caicedo to replace Kante, and there was one more other player midfield. I mean, Jorginho and Enzo, if you remember that time. So he was sort of like a Kovacic player, like driving the ball with the ball forwards. But I feel like we can easily replace that, but it's just the money, innit? We spent about 50, 60, but I think this is the times where you cut the money, innit? Fuck the money. We have to get rid of him. I mean, we have to. We have to, man.
I agree. I 100% agree.
It gets to a point.
I think if he's fit, if he's able to stay fit, which I think is probably impossible, but if he was able to stay fit for, and available for 32 games this whole in the Premier League season, if he's able to stay, like, I think he's going to get better. I just don't think he is. He's 21 years old, right? We're saying he's not this. He's not. If he's fit and able, he can get better. He's a talented player. He's just gotten so much worse because he hasn't played for so long. And now we're just looking at him like, oh no, he's never going to develop. He's never going to be this. But if he's available on a consistent basis, I do think there's somebody there.
Somebody in the chat said if Mudryk plays a full 90 before Lavia, I'm gonna crash.
Oh, can we speak about Mudryk? Can we speak about Mudryk, please? Because I don't know why Chelsea fans. Hey, let's speak about Mudryk, please. Because I don't know why Chelsea fans are gassing Mudryk to be back like he's going to be our saviour. See this whole Mudryk situation. Chelsea fans are reposting it, acting like he's going to be our saviour. He is so shit and needy. I don't understand when you give him so good.
Hold on. Let me add on to that because like as you said, some of the things I've been seeing. Like there was a poll that was run on one popular Chelsea site on Instagram. I can't remember who. They asked, do you want to keep Mudryk, loan Mudryk, or sell Mudryk? I kid you not, 80% of those people that voted, which was over 1,000 people, said that they want to keep Mudryk. Let me remind you of the player that was.
I don't understand it.
This guy would like let's be real, pound for pound is the worst signing ever. Like this is the worst signing ever. Like pound for pound, not even pound for pound, just as a player, full stop. This guy is dead food, and that's even an insult to dead food. This guy is useless, bro. This guy is useless. Like remember that Wolves game where Palmer got a hat trick of assists, Madueke got a hat trick, Jackson scored. I think the whole front line either got a goal and an assist, apart from this Mudryk guy. And when you asked how to call it, Maresca at the end of the game, oh, how did you feel about Mudryk? This guy said, yeah, I'm not happy with him at all, but Misha's Misha. Like, we just have to work with him. That's it basically saying. That's it basically saying in nice words. That's it basically saying in nice words. Listen, like, I like the guy, but he's dead food. Like, every single manager that's worked with him has kind of low-key said this guy is dead. Like,
you know what's funny to me is like everybody knows like Mudryk has the physical traits and all that stuff, but it's always the game intelligence, right? When to pass, when to shoot.
That's what it is.
But here's the funny thing: people still have stocks in him, knowing that you need to play in order to develop that trait, right? You like to get better at your end product. You need to consistently play. This motherfucker's been out for 18 months, so he hasn't been working on it.
Let me.
And they think that it's going to get better.
These people that have stocks,
free Mudryk though.
These people that have stocks in Mudryk, yeah, I wouldn't trust them with my bank account. I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't give them £1,000 to make me back a return. If they're investment bankers, they would have been arrested by now for neglect, because these men would have lost the bank a lot of money and it would have caused them to go bankrupt, bro. Anyone that has any stocks on Mudryk, you're stupid. Like, respectfully, you're stupid. The guy, people are talking about loaning him out. No, straight up sell. Just sell him, bro. Sell him because even if he has a good loan, are we going to recuperate the 80-90 million that we paid for?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
We're not.
If you loan him, because like whatever we do with him, like he has to go to a club next year or this current year where he's playing. So I get it from the sense of if you want to retain any value on him and try to get any kind of return on investment, let him go to Strasbourg. Let him go to the Bundesliga, somewhere where he can at least play.
I'm hearing Coventry.
And then
Lampard apparently wants him.
And then you just pray to whatever God you old God, new God, sixth God, whoever you want, and just say maybe he does decent enough that a club will be like, all right, I'll give you 30 million for him, and then you just cut your losses.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying. Like, we could have, like, let's say we sell him straight up, we could probably at most get what, like 20 million. And if let's say he goes on a loan, does well on a loan, 30 million, 10 million difference, is that really worth it? Bro, for me, I'll just cut my losses, bro.
Yeah, at this point, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
That guy, dead food. That guy is dead food, no matter what, fam. Like, I don't want to see him anywhere near my club again, respectfully. Like he's a nice guy, innit? He's a nice guy. Like,
yeah, I'm happy for him. Happy for him.
He's a very nice guy. That's why I think a lot of people are feeling happy for him.
Yeah.
On a personal level, I'm actually happy that he's gonna play football again. But just please, not at my football club, like somewhere else, innit? I'll cheer for you somewhere else, but please, not my football club. Bro.
What do you guys think of Malagusto?
Gone. Get him gone.
That guy has to go, bro.
Has to go, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Do you think as a wing back though, he'd do slightly better, or do you still think it's time for him to go? Because obviously I think his main problem is defending the back post. Any cross that comes in, he gets bullied and it's a goal. Do you know what I mean? But now he's on that flank where he can potentially just like overlap whoever the midfielder is. Because he worked well under Poch. Do you know what I mean?
I think
it did.
I think he's an idiot.
I think he's good for that now.
I think he is one of the lowest IQ footballers that we have in our current team, and we employ Fofana.
KG, have you researched his name in Spanish? Have you done this?
Yeah, bad luck. It's like bad luck or something.
Bad taste.
Yeah, bad taste.
It's a perfect definition for him.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's just like
check translate.
Yo, he's just like he's so frustrating because like technically like he's
he's good.
Yeah, for a right back, like he's very like
technically he's good.
But he's just so brain dead. He doesn't know when to pass. He's no look passes. He's back post defending is weak. I've got PTSD from that counter attack where he chopped it back and killed the counter.
Oh, good.
Like
stuff.
I just.
It's coming back now. Sorry.
But here's the thing. He's young enough. Dude. He's young enough that somebody will be like, "Yo, I can save that hoe. Like I'll put a ring on that finger, and I can be the one that gets the most out of Gusto." So yo, if you get what did we pay like 27 for him? Like 27, 30?
Yeah, around about.
Yeah.
Yo, we'll easily make that money back.
If you get 50, gone.
Yeah, 100%.
Let him go.
Bro, we will actually get that money back. That's the craziest part. We'll actually get that money back because what?
Yeah, we'll.
Bayern are interested. There's probably some other clubs that we don't know that are interested. Bro,
Premier League proven fucking right back that plays regularly. Well, that plays in the France squad.
Yeah,
you'd be able to get enough.
I think Man City. I think Man City wanted him early on in the window. I don't know if they still maintain with.
They still do, but not at the price tag we want.
Chelsea said something like 75 million, right?
Yeah.
Bro, just slow it down to 50. 50 is a good deal for everyone all around, bro.
Easy money. He's not on high wages. Like Lewis said, he's a French international for some God knows what reason. But he actually played. Although he got cooked when he went into the third place game, probably gave up a goal.
Everyone got cooked though.
Everyone got cooked, man.
That game, innit?
I know, but
the car cooked as well.
He's got to go. Yo, Man City could do us a huge solid. Yo, 17 million for Maresca, 60 million for Neto, and then
big up, fellas. Big up.
Another maybe 50 million for Gusto. Yo, that would be nice. That would be so nice because we're making a rival weaker, in my opinion, by giving them two players that aren't good enough for us. Why? But you know though, I don't judge other people's talent IDs. Right? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So look, if you want to save Gusto Maresca, you want to save Neto, by all means, bro, come in.
Are you guys reading into the Alonso situation, like the 3-back, 4-back system? Because I sort of am, man. It's a bit. Obviously, it's been 2 games. You know what I mean? But I'm not happy with the 4-back because our team's like set up in regards to the players we've signed and everything. I thought it was just set up perfectly. Like we saw the concepts on Instagram with the Palmer and Rodgers. Obviously, we'll let Alonso do his job because why we hired him. But I just feel like he should try out this 3-back, especially before the season starts. Because 1 game a week we can do it. Do you know what I mean? 1 game a week, 3-back. I think we can do it. But
and you said
I don't know if we've had the left-sided profiles yet for that. That's the thing. Because like Chavarria hasn't been confirmed. Quenda's been an idea for left wing back. He ain't been. He's only just come back to preseason, and then there's like Neto, who's only just come back recently too.
Yeah,
maybe it's been a back
profiles.
We've got like we've got 4 more preseason games though. So
and you know what I was just about to say. I think the next game we're facing some next Asian team, innit? Play the back.
Sunday. Saturday. Like we've got 2 games on the weekend. Saturday we've got Milan, and then we've got that Malaysian side on the Sunday.
Bro, Milan or Malaysian side, play that 3-back against them.
Juve's tomorrow.
Would you guys
big up everybody? Big up, my bad.
Would you guys want the 3-back? Would you guys want the 3-back next season? Would you say?
If he can like whatever he wants, bro. I don't care.
I just want what actually works, right? Like honestly, for now, we have more attackers than we do wing backs or quality center backs who should start.
Yeah, my only thing with the 3-back is
another center back for sure.
Yeah. My only thing with 3-back is if we do a 3-back, I don't think Colwell starts, man. Because I don't want Colwell playing left centre-back. I do not want that. 1v1 defending, Colwell. 1v1 defending, Colwell as a left centre-back, I don't want to see that. I'd rather Colwell in the middle. No, in a 4 he starts. In a 400% he starts. Lacroix starts in the middle. Lacroix starts in the middle.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think you want...
But he's used to playing us in the middle for Palace, no? When he played the 3-back,
no,
he was in the middle.
Right. Because Gahey played the majority in the middle when they were in back 3, and then
so when Gahey left, then he came in the middle, right? Or did he still?
No, because it was mostly Richards, Chris Richards left, Lacroix right center back. But I don't know. I didn't watch too many Palace.
Lacroix on the right, and then Gahey
because Gahey was that's why I wanted Gahey because Gahey was like the organizer. So Gahey was like,
what's Colwell's dominant foot? What's his dominant foot?
Left foot.
Okay.
But I think you want. I think you want Colwell in the middle.
Who starts?
But then when Gay left, Lacroix filled in that centre back
the center back one,
and
yeah.
then towards the end, I think Convo was filling in.
I just think you want
But he stepped up. Lacroix stepped up when he played in that centre back role.
He did. Big man thing he did.
He stepped up. He stepped up.
Colwell, to me, out of all of our center backs that we have, is by far the best line breaking passer.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I also think he's the best leader out of all of them. I think he's the most vocal. I think he's
because he actually cares as well. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even say that. I think Lacroix comes in as a better leader.
Yeah, but I think
I don't think so, man.
If you like, bro, the guy literally ran. Now I don't know what religion you guys are, but he literally ran a Bible session. Like with Palace, players were in it. Like, bro, he was a positive.
That doesn't mean he's a better leader.
No, but he was a better leader. Like if you back in the season,
but I don't see
sorting them out, telling them, "Yo, play here, yo, play there." Like, bro,
I don't see him coming into a Chelsea squad with Colwell, who's already like the season before, like obviously last year because Colwell was hurt, but the season before the end of the year and then in the Club World Cup, you could see Colwell taking that next jump as a leader, like as being more vocal, as being the guy in the back line that was organizing, that was holding people accountable and things like that. So I'm expecting Colwell to take that next leap of being even more vocal and things like that. But don't get me wrong. As long as those two are out there, it's up to Alonso to figure out which one.
Bro, it would be good.
I want both of them out there.
Both of them out there would be good because you have two, as you said, you got two good leaders that are out there.
And of course. No, that's the starting pair. That's the starting pair. My only thing is,
you get what I'm saying? Cole young and sorry, bro. Cole is young and Lacroix is coming towards his prime. So if anything, like Cole can learn from Lacroix, innit? So when the time is right for him to take over that back line, he takes over that back line, innit? And leads it. Now, for me, I feel like Lacroix coming in with Henderson and Welbeck, that will be like your main leadership core, innit?
Core, yeah.
Then obviously you'll have Colwell inside that core with Reece James as well. And then they can learn from them how to be leaders, innit? And then from there, like they will become leaders in themselves. That's how leaders are developed. Leaders learn from leaders. So
that leadership group's improved a lot, We used to have fucking Marcus Bettinelli was part of the leadership. Bettinelli was part of the leadership, bro.
You have flipping Cole Palmer as
the leadership group. Bro.
Why is he that, bro? No. But as good as he plays, he's not a leader. Like you cannot have him as a leader, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like Enzo was in that leadership group. Now, for as much and Enzo with him, it's like very, very 50-50. Some people say he's a good leader, some people say he's not a good leader. Caicedo, I think he's an all right leader. I think he can turn into a good leader.
He's a role model, I think Caicedo. He's not like a role model.
I think
Caicedo was vice captain, and then once entered Valencia, they took him
but he's more of a role model, bro. He ain't.
I wouldn't see him as a leader. I wouldn't see him
a man like that.
Yeah, I can't really look at him and say like, yes, that's a leader. But he's a positive role model. That's it.
No, man. I don't know. When I look at Caicedo, the only thing that works against Caicedo is that in terms of being like a super like captain and leader in the premise, just because English probably isn't his best language yet.
Yeah,
and you probably want somebody that can chat to everybody. But when I look at Caicedo and I look at his qualities, like he doesn't shy away from anything. He's always in the mix of everything. He's not a big like talker, big communications and things like that. But then again, neither is Reece. So it's like I'm okay. Like I don't know who assumes what. Like we all know Jordan Henderson is going to come in and be like, he's going to be like the ultimate.
We need
leader.
him, man.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like the coach.
That's why I said on the previous stream, a couple streams ago, I said Reece James as a player is fantastic, innit? I love Reece James, but him as a leader is one of the worst out there, like respectfully, because last season with all the leaks happening and the dysfunction. Now I don't put it on him, but him as the captain, you gotta have some order. Like imagine if that happened during Terry, Lampard, like them guys.
No, you know what was bad? The red card situation. That was jarring.
Red card situations as well.
Awful.
You get what I'm saying? There's no way that's happening under them, bro. Best believe that they're getting at it and they're getting kicked out of the club. They'll change their security cards from them entering the premises. They won't let them enter the premises, bro. But all of this was happening underneath Reece James's watch. So that's what I'm saying. Personally, for me, Reece James is not a good leader. Like he's a fantastic footballer, but as a captain, he's not a good captain. Like
respectfully.
Yeah,
So
I feel like we put ourselves in a bad position if we take it off him now. Though.
But that's the issue. That's unfortunately the issue. Like for me, that's what I said. If Henderson was in the position where he could actually regularly contribute, like play week in, week out, I would have actually given him the armband. Even with Xhaka,
I'm so happy with that deal.
Even with Xhaka, if Xhaka was eventually to come through the door, Xhaka can still contribute at his age, 1 game a week. I would have given Xhaka the armband. You get what I'm saying? Like that. That's a guy that can come in,
100%.
pattern up the whole team. Like the whole team is disciplined. There's no way that they're messing about. Like Reece James, they think they can get away with it because they're buddies, bro. Xhaka, Henderson, bro, you can't do that, bro. They're gonna
100%. I think we need all the experience we can get. I think even like with our keepers, I think the third choice keeper, it can't be that. You know that guy that played the preseason? It can't be him. It cannot be him. He can't. Even as a third choice keeper, that guy should be playing for like Hastings or something. We need a proper.
I'm not gonna like. I hear what you're saying, but let's be real. Bro is 23. For goalkeepers, their primes, they hit their primes at what, like 30?
He was awful. He was below average though. He was.
Yeah, but he was only there though. He was only there because Sanchez is hurt. Penders was gone.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with Penders, man. I thought he would have come back earlier just to try to prove his point. Do you know what I mean?
No, but legally,
but you gotta have your holidays, innit?
Yeah. This one, it's like from a legal perspective, he has to take a rest in it. Although he didn't play, legally speaking, he has to do it. So
certain players came. Certain players came. Is it Hato? Hato came back quite early, innit?
Yeah, but they got knocked out earlier than they got knocked out earlier.
Yeah, they got eliminated.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
Earlier because they got knocked out round of 32. Belgium were in the quarters, innit? So he still had his leave, innit? So that's
I'm not gonna crash it on the player that
that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna crash it out still.
That was on vacation because they had that stuff negotiated in their contract. They agree with it, the club beforehand. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand what you're saying. Like, yo, we've been hearing about Pender's name for 2 years. Come and make this position yours. Like, Sanchez is
He's
out.
back now though. He's back
This
now
is your
though. I think he'll play.
time.
I think he'll play. Hopefully tomorrow. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow. And
big up, fellas. I gotta head out. Yo, big up.
Take care, KG, man.
Take
Great
care.
job.
Love KG. But
yo,
about Penders, right? I think we should just hurry up and make him our number 1 for this season because we gotta find out if he's good enough, man. Because he's been going on. Wait, let me land. Because he's been going on loan for like 2 years, right? And we're looking at Diogo Costa right now. If you go get Diogo Costa, he's never gonna play. He's never gonna get worked into the situation because that's like a 5-year deal. He's gonna last a long while if Diogo Costa does his job here at Chelsea. So it's just gonna be like another player that's gonna have like really good potential, and we're just gonna end up selling. So that's why I'm down to just have him like either get slowly worked in this season or just take that number 1 spot from Robert this season because I know a lot of niggas rate Robert how he was performing towards the end of the season, not the end of the season, the start of the season.
I don't know if I should, but I rate him, man. I rate Sanchez. I rate him.
I rate him too. I don't
know if I should though, but from what I see, I rate him personally. But I know that it's I don't know, man. It's hard.
It's like seeing him go from shit to like you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. The journey is the journey. Like the same thing with Cucurella, right? But I think Penders has a higher ceiling, so I think we should start working with the squad, gang.
But you see this.
Yeah.
Oh, you go
with
first,
keepers. I think with keepers though, like the keepers are shit these days. Like even like the best of the best, like David Raya, they all have their bozo moments. Do you know what I mean? In the World Cup, who's the United keeper? Flipping, what's his name? The United one. Lemons, I think his name is.
Yeah, Lemons. Yeah.
Even in the World Cup, he had bozo moments. Every keeper has bozo moments. You know what I mean? But it's just at least Sanchez is getting rid of it now. Before it was a thing where he never wanted to play long because he was told by Maresca to play short, and it was always John Maresca was like, "Oh, if you play short, I'm not going to take him." And then we conceded so many goals doing that, and then eventually he got the license to start going long, and that's where it sort of started taking up mistakes. But in terms of like shot stopping, I think he's good.
He's good. He's great. He's great.
Like, yeah, I agree in it, but I agree with that part. Like, but I'll be real. Like, you know, you can't get any worse than the 3 seasons that he's been giving me in it. Like, I agree. I think we should replace Sanchez, but not with Penders. Like, I watched a couple Strasbourg games. The guy's not ready.
You don't rate him?
Number 1. Like, no, I rate him, and I think he'll get there. 100%. I think he'll get there, but he's not ready at all. Like, the guy's not ready. And the last thing that I need for him is 21-year-old goalkeeper takes the start.
Ruin his career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Takes the number 1 spot at Chelsea. He makes a couple of mistakes, which will happen, and he will cost us a lot of points this season. Not because he's a bad goalkeeper.
He might. There could be a reality where he doesn't. Like Lemans, they made a lot of mistakes. To be fair to him,
But that's what I'm saying. But he will cost us a few points, and people are already gonna get on his ass saying, "Oh, this is why we shouldn't drop Sanchez." Like you're gonna kill his confidence.
I'll be honest. I haven't actually.
I don't think it would kill his confidence.
It will, bro.
If we dropped him off those few mistakes, I think it would.
And I think it will come to a point where Xabi Alonso might feel like he'll need to drop him. That's why I don't even want to play into that situation. That's why for me, he needs to go out on loan again. Like Courtois, we had him out on loan for what, 3-4 seasons before he took over as #1 Chelsea goalkeeper.
He's now for like 2 seasons, or is it 3?
Yeah, but he was ready by season 2, if we're being honest.
As our keeper.
He was ready by season 2, but we still gave him another season.
He was like a wonder kid.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Weren't ready to go yet. That was
that's what I'm saying. But
he got prime checks still.
I hear it, bro. But again, at the same time, let's be real.
Had we have brought him quicker, he might have still been here and not fucked us off for Madrid because we wouldn't have let him live a life there.
Which is true, bro. But at the same time, like two things can be right in it. Czech was still Czech in it. Like we never knew that Czech was going to last as long as he did in it. But at the same time, I feel like the extra season that we gave Courtois was the best thing that could have happened to him in it, because the transition was even more seamless than it was, isn't it? So for me, it's like Penders isn't fair enough. But I feel like Penders for me, he ain't ready. Penders, I feel like needs another 2-3 seasons out on loan. Like personally, me, the way that I saw him making mistakes and that. Now, Sanchez, who are we going to replace Sanchez with? People are talking about Diogo Costa and Kobel. That makes zero sense, because if Penders is the end goal and Penders is the Courtois type, it's the Courtois hype goalkeeper that we've been talking about, bringing in a Diogo Costa or Kobel literally is in other words telling Penders, listen, you're dead food, you're not #1, go and find another club, innit? And if we let him go and he does well, that's on our head top, innit? Because it's like, bro, he was there for the taking. So that's why for me, if we're gonna go in and replace Sanchez, getting an Emi Martinez, he's what, 32, 33, going towards the latter end of his prime.
For cheap as well.
Why would you loan Penders for 2 to 3 seasons? He would be fed up by that point and wanting a permanent move.
Cheap as well.
Yeah, but
that's what pissed me off. Do you remember we wouldn't spend extra 2-3 million on Magnan? Chelsea being
you get what I'm saying. That was 2 seasons, and he settled a family there, and then that's the reason why he wanted to move to Madrid. You want to loan Penders out?
Time we played
you want to loan Penders out for 2 more seasons, bare minimum.
But the thing is, Penders isn't ready.
You can say that. We could say that about David. No, we watched David De Gea when he joined United. We said he wasn't ready, and then after that, for the next 4 to 5 seasons, he was arguably the second best goalkeeper because we had Courtois.
Refresh again. No, UCP.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was for a good 5-year span the second best goalkeeper in the league after Courtois and Petr Cech. So yes, he had a shit first season. You have to bet it, and he was joining at the same age, and he had a shit season at the same age as well. And if we're gonna do this, we can say this for Spain. Unai Simon is not better than David Raya, but he's better than him in ball playing, and that's how we're gonna play, right? If I rather risk it for a season with the guy who's not as ready, but is light years ahead of Sanchez in ball playing, if that helps the overall team. That's how Spain won. We could say David Raya's a better goalkeeper. We all admit it too, at shot stopping and so forth. But Unai Simon was a better ball player, and that's what got them the style of play to eventually win them the league, the World Cup.
It's the thing about like this, right? What type of like mistakes are you willing to tolerate? Are you willing to tolerate like a young star goalkeeper like him, his mistakes, or of someone who's almost a veteran who's been very experienced, and we shouldn't even be like expecting these type of mistakes from Robert anymore? He should be like.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro. And I agree, bro. That's why I said, like, for me, I think another year for Penders out on loan is the ideal thing for me. And then replace Sanchez with like a makeshift replacement. Go and get a Jan Sommer for 1 season. Just get him.
He's actually tough. He's tough, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a good goalkeeper. Just get him there for 1 season. Do the job. He will be way better than Sanchez. And then we assess the Penders situation. If we still think Penders needs another loan, then Penders needs another loan. That's the way it is, bro. But if, let's say, by 4 seasons he ain't ready, then it's time to cut our losses on him. But I'll be real, I do want to see Penders as #1 goalkeeper for Chelsea in the future. I do. And I do believe he is the future.
But I'm sorry, you're in a new age where what goalkeeper or what player is going to be fine with being on loan for 4 years in a row? By the next season, if you're telling me he's not ready enough, that's fine. I understand that. He could be like, I want to move. I want to move.
And that's why I think it depends where he goes on the loan, though. I don't, like if he's getting Champions League football consistently, he's getting like really good expence on like a decent team.
Which player is this?
Yeah, Penders, right? Penders.
Penders,
I don't think he's gonna complain as much unless compared to being sent to like lower league Belgian team and getting like just slapped in goals all season. So it depends. It depends.
Yeah, that's why it's not even just for him. It's a good point that you brought up, bro. It's not even just for him. For like all these players that we're gonna send them out on loan, we have to send them out on loan to the right clubs. Look
at Justin Derry. I think that Justin Derry
he's cooking. He's cooking.
Perfect, bro. Yeah. Like Sapayev, for example. Like Sapayev has shown a lot of potential, but he needs a loan. But we can't loan him out to like a second division French side or like a League One side or something like that. No, like let's get him to a top 5 league where they can promise us that barring attitude problems, you actually get regular playing time, like a Spanish league, La Liga, or Bundesliga. You get what I'm saying? So the loans.
Do you guys remember that shit loan? Do you guys remember that shit loan we did for Santos at Forest?
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's so important. And the reason why is because we didn't get any reassurances from Nottingham Forest saying like, yo, my man's going to be playing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if he does what he needs to do, he will play. So we need to make sure that it's somewhere in the contract or a written or a verbal agreement, like, yo, my man will play. And if he doesn't play, take him out in January and you go and find him another loan. That's what we've done with Santos. Next season we played him at Strasbourg. He was playing, and I think he was. Did he not make the team of the season in France? Or am I bugging? Like,
he probably did. He did like double figures goals.
But he was one of the best players. He was one of the best midfielders in the league.
He was captain in the space of a few weeks.
Exactly.
He was crazy there.
Exactly. So
I'm actually still annoyed we let him go. Like, I'm still annoyed we let him go, man.
Bro, for me, I'm not even just annoyed that we let him go. It's the fee that we got for him. We got fleeced.
Yeah, he's gonna be like
got fleeced,
80 mil, like around that.
Bro,
like,
we could have gotten way more money for him, especially in this market.
We definitely could have. I feel like we definitely could have for the potential he had. But I think it's a good deal for everyone, man. He gets to play more. We sell a bench player for 50 million. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I do what you're saying. The fee is a bit. Yeah, the fee
is low, bro. 70 to 80 million. I think we could have gotten for him. I really do. But unfortunately, we got Sporting Direct.
Especially in this market as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know full well if he was doing what he done at Chelsea for Palace, it would be like 100 million. Easy. 100.
Yeah. Like, no offense, but if Anderson's going for 116 million, who I believe is quite overrated, Santos is not half the player of Anderson. He's not half the player of Anderson. Like,
it's crazy to think like couple seasons ago, like players like Matoma were 100. Lucky we never put down 100 for these players. Like, it's mad now. Like, if you're good for 6 months, listen, 100 million, especially if you're midfielder, 100 million. It's crazy to think.
Okay, speaking about 100 million,
I think of the price tag too much in this window. Just get the player that you think's good enough.
Yeah. Well, okay, speaking on the prices, right? What are you guys expecting from Morgan Rogers this season? Because I didn't really get to have this conversation with a lot of Chelsea fans.
There's no settling period. That's all I'll say. No settling in. You need to,
20 GA?
20 GAs per.
Yeah, kind of like João Pedro, no?
Yeah.
Pedro got 29.
Pedro could push 25, 30, you know.
Yeah, now all these playmakers. Yeah, all these playmakers. Yeah.
I agree. I think 25 GA is more than fair. 25 GA, I think anywhere between 20 to 25 GA for the price that we paid, that is fair. Because yes, he isn't 117 million, and yes, we had to overpay. But at the same time, you are 117 million now, so I do expect some sort of respectable
return on investment.
So I think 20 to 25 GA would be a good season from him, you know. And I think how the way Shabby will play his system with him and Palmer together, I expect him to have that sort of season, and I think he will.
Have you guys, obviously, I know again it's been 2 games, but have you guys seen any little patterns of play with Xabi Alonso? Because personally, it's hard to find any. But I know it's only been 2 games; he's not got all the players he needs. But in regards to like little patterns of play, can you see anything? Because I can't. Man.
I mean, to be fair, we're playing a lot more shorter passes, and when we're playing out of the back, it's like the passes are more smarter. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. Like all the team goals that I've seen, especially the first game. Bro,
not just the passing, but the movement from the players. Like
that's what I'm saying. The passing, the movement from the players is more crisp. It's more sharper. The passing is more sharper. Like I think, like the build-up plays a lot better. The press though is a bit of an issue, but I feel like the press will get better over time, innit? So I think I am seeing some improvements, like in terms of like the attacking side.
But I feel like Real Sociedad will be the best inkling or the best indicator to see how far he's brought his squad in terms of like the preseason and how the way he wants to do his tactics and that.
Especially because it's at the bridge as well, isn't it?
Exactly. And it'll be, and that's the final preseason.
Yeah, one of the final ones. Yeah.
So yeah, and then we'll have Rodgers, Lacroix.
Do you think there's space for Jackson this season?
Nope.
I'd
actually getting sold, bro. I think he's getting sold.
Yeah, I would have liked to keep him because I don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be.
Yeah.
But let's be real, the guy's gone. Like, you know, we bought Danny Welbeck.
I'm gonna be honest. Last season, we could have just put him on the left and let him carry the ball. He would have been way better than
I'm telling you, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Him as a left winger is 100 billion times better than he does that had out there. On it.
That's
what I'm saying. 100%.
By the way, I hope Gittins isn't selling us a dream, you know.
Bro, I'm not believing it. Bro. You see how the way everyone's buying into the Gittins hype? I'm thinking you're deluded, fam. Like he's done that last season. It's like, for example, yeah. Imagine your girl. Okay, God forbid, but imagine your girl cheats on you, yeah. Like you caught her cheating, you broke up with her. She's gone to therapy. She's like, oh yeah, I've gone to therapy. Don't worry, I'm not fasting and prayer. I promise you, I'm gonna be better for you, babes. Like you take her back in, she's gone and started cheating again after 2 weeks. Like for me, I'm not buying into it, bro. I'm not buying into it. For me, I don't think he's all that. I don't think he's gonna have as good of a season as people are making it out to be. And if Xabi Alonso was to play the back three, he's cooked because he cannot play as a wing back and he cannot play as a 10.
Yeah,
and the way that we're building our squad right now, it's looking like Xabi is going to play the back three.
He might just end up in the top games. I'm gonna be honest.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna probably get garbage time. He's gonna get garbage time minutes. So for me,
it reminds me of when
price tag will drop too. No point.
When Tuchel came in and we had Hakim Ziyech and he couldn't play in the middle pockets, he struggled. Because at first he was cooking with Lampard out in the wide areas where he's got space to do what he needs to do. But as soon as he come in, it was hard for him. I think similar to Gittins. When Gittins has to play in the pockets, it's gonna be peak.
You know who's gonna? I think is gonna thrive under Alonso. Definitely Esteban, man. I think Esteban was he's like the perfect type of
and anyone though. Esteban was Esteban. Do you know what I mean? Like that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
That's my boy.
He's crazy.
Yeah, I think his game is gonna.
Just needs to know when to release the ball, but he's good, man. Esteban
and what I like about it is like he won't be like starting. You get what I'm saying? Like he's 18, 19. So he'll be able to come off the bench, give us that, that spark off the bench. Because his best games was actually him coming off the bench, Barcelona, innit? And then he can learn from the guys like Rodgers and Palmer, and then obviously Xabi Alonso there. Like it'll be good for his development because the issue with him was we were relying on him too much, and he's too young. Like he's not he's not there yet. Like we have to give him time to develop. Like he's gonna make
crazy for real.
So yeah, I agree, bro. I agree.
He's gonna cook, man. Like, that goal versus Barcelona, bro. Like I keep thinking about it. Like, yo, that guy's gonna be when he hits his prime, he's gonna be ridiculous, man. That's what's gonna be.
That night was crazy. Cooking Barca was crazy, man.
We had no João Pedro, no Colwell, no Palmer, or
everything about it.
Neto was in the fucking 9, mate.
Yeah, he was.
And we saw their goalie pull the ball out the net 7 times.
He was. I know the VAR.
That's true. All those offsides was crazy. Like,
man, they had a good offside trap. I'll give them that. They had nothing else that night but the offside trap. Nearly even caught the lap for the 3rd goal.
That was one of Mercer's like really good games.
The lap really scored against Barca, but that's insane.
The lap needs to go. The lap is one of the.
That's like saying interested in him. He'll be some late transfer out of it.
I think he's going Newcastle or something.
Everton.
Oh yeah,
he was Suit Forest, didn't it? Him and Chris Woodcombe.
Nottingham Forest. They've all got interest.
Yeah.
And his agent has spoken to a few of them, which says that like he's accepting his fate a little bit. We're not going to hear like.
I think how Chelsea sell players. I don't know how we managed to do it, selling these players. I don't know how we do it.
Because they're all young. Young players always got some form of resale value. So there'll be some dickhead that wants to take a punt on them.
But Lewis, Neto for 70 mil? Come on,
bro.
Man.
You've seen this winger market,
crazy.
That's crazy. You've seen the winger market, though. Gordon went for 80 million.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true, yeah.
Like,
he's a Portuguese international as well.
We should be asking for 70 million or like somewhere between 60, 70.
He's a Portuguese international. He'll boost it up.
I've always said if Marino was there.
I just don't know why he's going City. Like, bro, Maresca had him in possession-based football, and he was shit. Why do you want him in there again?
Bro, that's his guy, fam. That's his guy. You already know that's his guy. Like, he runs like a headless chicken for him. Like, bro, he loves him. Bro.
Yeah, the press. It must be because of the pressing, bro.
The press, bro. It's the press.
Look, I know everyone's saying Maresca, and like, yeah, you've clearly okayed it, but the City directors, you lot looked at this and said, all right.
Bro, you see,
I know even Pep doesn't really get just the players he demands. He gets the profile. So I know Maresca fucking don't. You lot okayed this. All right. Okay. Yeah, get Gusto too while you're at it, please.
That's what I'm saying.
you know, like that one scene in The Wolf of Wall Street where he's selling the stock to the nigga and he's like fucking him over. Everybody's in the back.
Yeah.
You said, that's what this is. I saw that. That's what this is right now, bro.
Bro, big man thing. Like,
big yo, I don't know how we getting that money for Neto, bro. That's so crazy.
That's what you gotta go this window though, while the market looks like this, because we might not get this next year.
Yeah,
get me 60, 70 million and bounce. Big up Luwazi though, bro. Sorry, I kept these super chats going for a while. He said Neto's last goal in the league was in December as our starting winger. He cost us 60 million. He's the 60 million something Martinelli. Or no, McNeil. Fucking hell. 60 million Dwight McNeil. I fucking hate this guy. Here's me thinking you were cussing out Martinelli. You went even lower than that. First, like, last league goal was in December. The Leeds one, where he celebrated when we were 2-1 down. Fuck it. But ain't that Neto all over? Big up Parasite as well, bro. He says,
no IQ as well.
Yeah, he got the fuck all IQ and just spams crosses all the time after trying to beat his man 6 times and letting the defense settle in. Lovely. Big up Parasite saying, honest fan here. I don't want Neto anywhere near City because he will link up well with Nunes and there will be more of a good flow on the right. Up the Chelsea.
You think so?
No,
I don't think so.
That's not a genuine opinion I've heard about keeping Neto.
Put the money in, bro.
He's so predictable.
The money. You've seen that. Put in the money, man.
How many times have you seen him cut in and then cut out and then cut in and then cut out?
Exactly. Like, and bro, you know what pisses me off on counters? He's one of the fastest players on the team, but he keeps slowing down the counter. Bro, just go, bro.
They face more low blocks than we did, and he struggles against them. Like, if he was joining like Tottenham, I'd get it a bit more because Tottenham will face more transition games. Teams will fancy themselves against Spurs. Like City. It don't work, but cool. You lot do that. If that's your reaction to not winning the league again, you lot do that. Maybe someone else got.
This is what I'm saying. Imagine as well, Neto on the left and Semenyo on the right. Like Semenyo can't play Maresca's football. Like that's gonna be dark. Yo, this is dark. If Maresca don't change up the tactics, it's gonna be dark, fam.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think City.
Yo, that Man City hate watch is gonna hit. That's all I know,
bro. That's gonna be dark. Yo,
I just want to hope we have a good win though, because they don't look like City could be trusted next season if this is the moves they're making.
Hey, bro.
It's about time we do it ourselves. I want us to do it ourselves.
They're about to sell Rangers, aren't it, to Forest? Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yep. Although like Rangers has been a bit of a flop for them anyway, so it's not too shocking for me. It's just like how we replace him with them. You getting Buardi in because this is dragging for nothing. Or are you finally going to come in for Enzo Fernandez and give us an option?
Buardi is the Rodri replacement still. That's why they're dragging it. So it's literally like the minute that Buardi goes in, then Rodri goes to Madrid, innit?
I thought he's got to be there as depth.
Nah, bro. He's literally the Buardi replacement. He's literally the Rodri replacement. That's why City haven't.
Who? Anderson?
Buardi is the replacement for Rodri. That's why City haven't let him go yet.
Anderson is Rodri's replacement.
No, because
Anderson's a DM.
Look, if you've seen Fabrizio Roman's
like a more sentiment,
and then the Madrid accounts on
meant to be Anderson and Rodri.
Yeah, how's that gonna?
Yeah,
no, I think Anderson's gonna be the one. You know how Maresca plays. Anderson will push up from DM to play a 10.
Anderson, no. Anderson could be playing as a 6, isn't he? Like if Enzo comes there, like you got.
Yeah, but then if Buardi comes in,
Rodri will hold. Anderson will go and join as a 10, and then they'll probably invert Lewis or something to play with Rodri in midfield.
Yeah,
because I can't see Rodri playing as a 10, so it's gonna be Anderson.
Man.
Honestly, man, yeah. I mean,
Man City life without Rodri. That's going to be interesting. To see.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Honestly,
do you know whose squad looks so meaty? Liverpool, man. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Their midfield is weak. I'm gonna be so
everything.
honest.
The wingers. It's gonna be Rio and Chiesa at this point. But Gakpo's leaving. He's shit anyways, but their depth is it's not good, man.
But I do hear they're in for like Barcola though. That's one thing.
150, 140 million. That is crazy.
That guy is dead food. That guy is the most overrated
Barcola
right now. That guy's the most overrated.
Well, I mean, he's okay.
Right
just the shooting. It's literally just the shooting.
Yeah, it's a shooting.
Every single time I've watched
his final pass is not bad though.
Yeah. It's just the shooting. I think it's a bit off. But
I'll tell you, once Barcola, well, everyone says this, but once he gets that shooting, he's gonna be deadly, bro. I'm telling you right now, Casey, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Bro, but we've been waiting for that for like.
Worth that, man.
I've been hearing that for the past 2 seasons, bro. And he hasn't.
Okay, trigger warning, right? Trigger warning, bro. Watch what he did against us for PSG.
I know, bro. I know,
bro.
But let's be real, we're dead. Let's be real, we're dead.
Chelsea. That was a broken Chelsea.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We were dead. So anyone can score against us.
I don't like thinking about that game, bro. Jorgensen in goal is kind of crazy. 2 times in a row, it's kind of crazy.
Jorgensen, I don't know what Liam was doing. He didn't help. I don't know what he was doing. But
Liam was trying to lose.
Bro,
it's such a good thing that he's gone though, man. Because like you got to think like all these players that come in now, they're saying Xavi's convinced them. Liam would no way would mortgage your dream.
Imagine
Liam calls you.
That's what I'm saying.
Answer it.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
All of these buzzwords, convince them. What's another one?
We like to respect the ball. We like to be
No. I'm talking about the buzzword for this transfer window.
Okay.
Hijack and then
food chain.
Yeah, food chain is another one.
Food chain, yeah, but I'm thinking of something else like
what are you leading to?
Yeah, I was just going to say
might leave. It's just that this transfer window has been insane though. I'll be real. I think in the next few weeks that we could see something huge though, especially for Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm not
me too, man.
I'm not even talking about the outgoings.
of course.
Incomings, the incomings, like
incomings, yeah.
I think because now it's a few weeks after the World Cup final, everybody's just back to normal again.
No, it's true, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea wants someone big, like it's Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can see it already.
I think it might be Warren. I think they might.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be fuck Fabrizio. It's gonna be a David
Where is Fab? Here we go. So, is it 10 p.m.
It's gonna be David Ornstein.
It's gonna be exclusive. Bingo.
The Fabrizio,
it's gonna be exclusive. Like Chelsea would fucking agree to deal 100 million, 110 to sign someone crazy.
Okay. I have another question, y'all. Okay, what's your expectations for João Pedro and Cole Palmer this season? Especially Palmer because
20 GA minimum.
Okay, so for Palmer, 20 GA minimum.
20 GA minimum between those two. I don't care which one.
I think
big games. I think I want to see him score against the bigger teams. Like I want to score against Arsenal. I want to see more goals against Arsenal this season. We got to beat them at least once.
How about
we have Javi now.
I've combined
I'm tired of losing.
With two players with 20 GA. How about that? 2 players.
Okay. I think if Chelsea have a good season as a club and we finish like in the top 3, I think João Pedro wins the Golden Boot.
Over Haaland,
man. Yeah, I think if we finish
as long as he plays 9 all season, he's got a good start. Him playing 10 for half of the campaign because Palmer was injured and scoring fucking Buonanotte is what cost us.
Yeah,
Palmer was injured.
And also, like, look, Palmer, you got 2 penalties before we're giving this to João Pedro, bro, because we're going to the fucking moon if he gets pens.
Bro, that's
if he had pens, last season, he would have only been a few goals off Haaland already.
For me, maybe take that back. I forgot the penalties. Haaland takes penalties, and we ain't got that at Chelsea. We ain't got Palmer. Yeah, maybe take it back. But he'll definitely be in the top 3. Where was he this season? So I think Haaland was he first. Who was second? Thiago? Or was it someone else?
Yeah, it would have been Igor Thiago, and then was it João Pedro? Hold on.
I think João Pedro was like joint 3rd.
Not too sure, but João Pedro, what a signing, man! What a signing.
For me, like obviously João Pedro, I'd say like 25 to 30 GA. Cole Palmer.
And regardless of the goals he scored, remember we finished 10th. This is why I say if we finish in the top 3 and we have a good season, it's going to be down to João Pedro and the goals he gets. Do you know what I mean? Everyone will chip in.
Me, Cole Palmer, like
because he's starting striker.
Nah, it was Smith behind Semenyo and Watkins.
Semenyo.
Yeah, Semenyo and Watkins. Watkins 1 more, Semenyo 2 more.
Semenyo Fairs. I don't think. Okay. To be fair, he carried his form over from Bournemouth.
Yeah, for Palmer though, like I've made it very, very clear.
Yeah, I'm excited for this season, though. I'm excited for this season. I think we're
last chance for me, like, bro. Like,
left
Palmer
back,
has to,
which will come in
Palmer
a few hours.
to, like, actually have a very good season next season, or else, like,
just a midfielder.
It's
just a midfielder. That's it. Literally, that's it. I think we're good. Well, maybe a centre back. I just don't think. I just don't know about, like, we skipped past it, but Cole will play as a left centre back. I don't want him isolated in them wide areas against wingers. I'm not comfortable. I'd rather Cole in the middle where he can spray passes left and right. Do you know what I mean? On the ball.
Yeah, but Cole also has got a little bit of ball carrying in him too.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, I don't mind him left centre back or centre back. You just need his profile in there because no one else can play the ball like he can.
Oh no.
So who's right centre back? Reece James or
right centre back is
Lacroix could do. He can also do centre.
But he'll be centre. So where would you play Lacroix?
So Cole centre back. No, it'll be Cole on the left, Lacroix in the middle, and then on the right. I don't know.
Right could be Reece James there.
Right. For the time being, though. But that's why we need another centre back.
I'll never forget that performance in Champions League when he locked down Sterling right centre back. Wow.
No, Champions League, like the bag he's got in the Champions League is crazy. In our left wings, he's locked up. All kinds of mad. You man, though, it's been a lovely stream though. Still, it's been fucking brilliant. We've gone for 3.5 hours. I gotta run shop because I need to get my fucking groceries in. So we're gonna wrap this one up here, but we'll be live for the watch along tomorrow. You guys already know what it is. Probably from like 10:30, 11, something like that. So, you man, keep a lookout for that. Links, KC, great having you guys on as always. Fatta,
I appreciate you, bro. Always, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I'll see you guys soon. Like, subscribe, and take care, everyone. Bless up.